Well, good afternoon and welcome to the top end. It's TRL Stadium. It's DABSCO Premiership Round 10 action. It's the Brothers taking on the Dragons in Round 10. And I'm joined tonight in the commentary box for his first NRL NT debut, Sean Lindsay. Sean, welcome to the call, mate.
Dave McRae, an absolute pleasure to be here. Looking forward to some Friday night footy up at the top end. It should be an absolute cracking game. Second versus fourth. The Darwin brothers will start favourites, but we're expecting a big clash against the Nightcliff Dragons. You've seen both these teams very closely. Dave, what do you think is going to happen for this one?
Well, it's the brothers have been up and down, so we're just seeing the remainder of the brothers and the Dragons fixture for the women. And the women are absolutely rampaging favourites. They're just taking everything in their stride. But we have a look at the results from last week. Wow. Nightcliff are up and they're up and down. Don't take any credence in what you see at the bottom there. The brothers doing a number over South Darwin. South Darwin still struggling to find their rhythm in 2025, still looking for their first win. But the brothers, of course, the defending premiers, just haven't quite hit their stride yet. Bears currently sitting atop. You see there they absolutely demolished the Northern Sharks, who were the bridesmaids last year. But look, it's an opportunity for the Dragons as we see number 19 for the Dragons. I think she's presented with the best on ground. Of course, it is no more round, and we were talking about this. So no more round in the NRL NT. No more to family violence, which will be not celebrating, but which we'll be talking about throughout round 10. Taking the action, no more pledge, making sure that you're calling out respect. You got to support others, and you will be part of the change. Make sure you Google or log on to nomore.org.au. Take the pledge. But it's arranged a number of very valuable things that NRLNT in the top end. We see Tony Crow there taking some photos. Let's have a look at the fixtures for this weekend. Of course, this is the first one. There's up the top there. So as you mentioned, Shawnee, second versus fourth. The one down the bottom, which is tomorrow's game, third versus first, should be an absolute cracker as well. The Raiders and the Bears. But this is an opportunity, I think, for Nightcliff. They're in and about at the moment. They need to turn up. I've seen them a couple of times. They have flashes of brilliance, and the times where they're not brilliant is probably because they're just not concentrating on playing proper footy.
It's a stunning night at the moment. It's going to be 26 degrees and stunning, so no excuses. Expect some really fast-flowing footy out there. And I think you're right whenever it comes to these clashes, especially when you get to the middle of the year. This is when some injuries start to pop up. You have players playing that have just come in to the side. So when there is change and both teams are missing a couple players, there is opportunity to try things out, and there's opportunity to cause an upset. As we go through here, the replay here,
this
Dave.
is the highlights from last week. It was a tri-fest, as I mentioned. Everybody knows, and that's one of the Nicky brothers there. Hopefully we'll see some of their in action tonight. Caleb Nicky, who was outstanding against the Rabbitohs. That was the Humpty Dumpty round last weekend, and the brothers did what they were expected to do. They put on a bit of a cricket score against the Rabbitohs, who are still searching for their first win in 2025. But we could be looking at this all day, to be honest, Shawnee, because they went in, they were scoring a point a minute, 80 points in the end against the Rabbitohs. But tonight it's against the Dragons, and we're all hoping that the Dragons can show up and put on a pretty good effort, a pretty good display for round 10. No more round, as the women just wrap up the officialdom on the ground at TRL Stadium. Another big weekend of footy in the top end. Of course, this is the first of two. We're doing a Friday night double. I like the Friday night doubles, Shawnee.
Oh yeah.
Stunning. So we're going from DABSCO Men's Premiership here in the top end and down to, or not down. Well, it is down, technically, but I don't call it down because if you know anything about WA, Ellenbrook ain't down. we're going to Ellenbrook after this for Ellenbrook and Ellenbrook Rabbitohs and the Willagee Bears, which between you and me, Shawnee, should be an absolute cracker. The absolute cracker. Last time they played it was a cracking match. The Bears, new to the competition, are up and about, and the Rabbitohs with a point to prove after going down last year in the grand final. As we're waiting for the teams to head onto the ground, as we heard on the PA there at Tony Crow, it is no more round, no more to family violence. Make sure you jump online and make the pledge. It looks like we've got a banner out, Shawnee. Oh, you mentioned it's 100 games.
Yes, I was going to say, before we get to the 100-game milestone to a very special player, Jonas and Nicky, I just want to say that 80-6 win last week from the brothers, it's ruined my stats here, because if you go through the total points, who's got the most points across the entire league to round 10. Dallas Colton has the most of 74. He would have scored most of those last week himself.
Yes.
And you go through the top try scorers. It's Naylor Simmons from the Bears, who's done very well. But then Dallas Colton scored 8 tries. He scored a couple last week. Aaron Kernoth as well. And Michaeli Vatalia, I'm going to screw those names up. Apologies in advance. You can correct me, Dave. But they're both on. They're all three on 8 tries. So
get a load of this, Shawnee. There has been some significant effort gone into that. It's almost like, do you want to run through it?
Wow,
that is impressive. It looks like.
Look at the ply of that paper as well.
Look at that.
They might bounce back.
Wowee. That is impressive.
These are strong footy players, but they might not be able to make it through. That's how thick it looks.
It is probably the premier club in the top end. The brothers, fantastic culture across all divisions.
How do you even get that printed?
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Can you guess how much toner was used, though?
Well, it must be pricey too.
And the ink, it would be pricey.
It feels like you kind of need to run around it, don't you? It's like, I don't want to run through it.
But it's worth it.
But I tell you what.
Jonas Nicky, 100 caps and a stunning career. Obviously playing with his brother Caleb Nicky. Had a great game last week. I think they all did.
Yes. Yeah.
It's going to be stunning. But as we just wait for the players to come out, and they will enjoy running through the banner.
Well, I hope so.
Do you think
it probably cost a bit?
Do you think they might step around it? Do you think they might?
I would. Well, there's Jonas. He's the one that I assume it's going to run through it first. So, you know, he's got. It looks like he's got pictures of his youngster in there. He's got pictures of the Premiership Cup from assuming last year, mate. I'll tell you what, whoever's put that together should be pretty proud.
Well, I've always said they don't muck around.
No.
The brothers, do they? Never.
No.
Not known for mucking around. That's how they play their footy. That's how they do their banners. If you're still waiting for them to come out. Now, this is where you don't want them to go down in the warm up. And the word hasn't got out to all the other.
Well, you did mention the ply is actually quite significant. You don't want to bounce off it, do you? That'll be embarrassing.
There was a story. I know someone who was celebrating their 200th game, and I kid you not, rolled his ankle
going through the banner.
He rolled his ankle going out, got through the banner, but then had to pull out of the game late. Unbelievable.
Do you? I suppose you don't get a stat, and you got to be. If you're ruled out before the whistle,
I think you've got to be there for the actual bounce.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
Here
we go. As he's running out now, and through he goes.
God, there was a bit of resistance. Have we got the replay turned on so far? I'd love to see that again in slow mo to see that. But it was great. A great momentous occasion for that player who's given so much. 100 caps, nothing to sneeze at. It's a very difficult game to play. It's a hard game, so any sort of milestone should be absolutely celebrated. And I tell you what, they'll come out firing. They'll play for Nicky for sure.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. So yeah, before we even start, the Dragons have got it all before them because their brothers will be up and about as the Dragons come onto the field now. The brothers will be up and about to back in their brother, literally, in this clash. But for me, it's no doubt it's a more important clash from the Dragons' perspective than it is from the brothers. I want to stay in touch of the top three, and they've been their results have been. So, here we go, Shawnee. Here's the replay, and you look like a sharp object.
I had to break the ice a little bit, sort of get the water sort of happening, break it a little bit before you go through. Just some what I'm just noticing here, some players that are missing. Dallas Colton from the Darwin brothers, who is their kicker, who is their great player. He has not been named to these sides unless there's been a late change to them. He has not been named, as well as a couple others for the Darwin brothers side. So it's going to be interesting. So that player, Vatayati, also not playing.
And we're underway. Referee blows his whistle. Is the kick-off straight down the guts. It's gone long and deep, taken easy. First hit up now from the Dragons. They get first use of the ball. Number 30, Turner. I think we've got a 32, do we on the team sheet? So apologies in that regard. Second hit up, second carry on the 20. Dragons want to start well. They need to be able to complete their sets. Last time we saw them, they had some few issues with ball in hand. Driven backwards. Inside the middle of the park now. Settling tackle, that one on the third. Off to that left now. Ducks inside. They're up past the 40 now on the fourth. So, bit of muck on the ruck there. Referee doesn't want anything to do with it. Goes off to his right now. Crashes straight in. Referee's found something. And he's lost it. Loose carry. So it's a turnover. So I said they needed to start well. And, well, they've haven't.
No. Well said. It was a tough tackle and carried forward. You just got to hold on to it very tight. As I said before, 26 degrees. It looks dry.
Oh, it's beautiful up there right now. Sean, I can tell you.
Absolutely stunning.
I'm heading up there on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. Oof. It's my second home. I'm loving it. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to give away the ball inside your own territory when you're coming up against the brothers.
Territory is so crucial in this game, and especially early days. You certainly want to be keeping on top of that. Ball comes out. They're going to swing it wide. Almost found a gap. That was a good play, but taken down. It took three to take him down. That player in Pollard. Pollard comes up slowly. Williams getting through again, but taken down on ground eventually. That's two. And the brothers got really good position here. Spins out. Couldn't offload.
Looks like they want to go quick as well.
Going quick. Bit of urgency already. This is danger signs for the Dragons. Good. Good strong
big
tackle.
hit.
That's what we want to say.
Good shot.
Asserting his dominance, the big man there, number 22. They get away from him. Ducks one way. Legged at the last minute. That was good. Desperate play. Goes wide. Can they find the overlap? That's a good play. They've got men to the right. He's over. Yes!
Oh, first use of ball, and they're over already. We don't have a number for him. Sure, number 2, the winger.
Kenny O'Connor.
There you go. Kenny O'Connor. So all I need was one set. I've mentioned you don't want to give away the ball inside your own half. As soon as they've got to spread that wide, they love scoring out there, Sean. They just love that corner. I don't know why. The camera's over this side, boys. Let's come score over here.
And it was so ominous, wasn't it? But that play there, all of a sudden, they completely and utterly outnumbered the opposition. It might have been 2 more with that overlap.
There was there was more urgency, wasn't there, with ball, so you got to defensively, you got to get back on your mark quick because you know that the brothers are going to want to move it quickly. As we see Nicky to take his first shot at the pegs for this game, but they love that far edge. There was an overlap. I'm just watching it on the replay here on the screen, but as soon as that ball went right, you knew where it was going to go, and they were just slow to get back. Defensively, a little bit of a kerfuffle and a muddle. And again, it's not what you want to do when you're coming up against the brothers. You want to be able to complete your set and get out of your own end because you know that when they do get the ball in hand, they're going to punish you.
Not an ideal start, but maybe that's just the kick up the butt that they need to get started.
Hopefully.
You've got to be tight. With the footy up here, it goes fast, it's very aggressive and attacking. You've got to be good defensively.
It's not a bad place to play footy, I'll tell you what. Up in the top end. Of course, we play in the dry season up there. So not a massive crowd in tonight. They're a bit quiet as well. Here we go, Nicky with his first shot at the pegs. It's gone wide, so it will remain 4-0. So see it again. So look, you just see on this replay here, huge overlap. You knew where they were going to go. There was numbers on that right edge. They didn't get the coverage they needed, and as soon as they split down that edge, you knew what they were going to do. They were going to hit that corner. The coverage wasn't there, so now they've got to defend. They need to be able to defend well. They need to get up in their faces, give them no room. See if they can force a turnover. But what they don't want to do is allow the brothers to get too deep inside their own end. So here's the kickoff, a bit shallow. First hit up, and the first hit after points. That's good. So again, you can see the brothers want to go with urgency. Quick play the ball. The runner on the edge comes around. They're going to drive him back here on the second.
That was good.
Referee calls held. Goes off to the right edge now. Dummy to his right. Takes the hit on the third. Bit of afters in the tackle. Ignores the 2 in front of him. They get a kick early. They get a kick from inside the 42. Where's it going to bounce? It's not going to... I think he might have been going for the 40-20. In the end, it's going to probably end up pretty well because they've got them locked inside their own end. So the Dragons just need to be a complete. Straight from dummy half. Thought about going to his left. Ferreira for the Dragons. Slow to get up. They're slow with their play the balls.
So we like that aggressive kick, and now they can really hem them in. I mean, they were so good at their defensive set before the brothers, and they obviously want to repeat that. As the ball spun, they just need to complete this set. And
there's a good drive.
Some territory, and you're right. Big, strong lad.
Just need to complete and be clean with their ball use. That's a good spread almost. That's a great. He's called that forward. Oh, it was borderline. I'll tell you what, that was the first time they've moved the ball quickly. I'll tell you what, we're about to see this on replay. Oh, what do you reckon? Oh, borderline, but the referee and the linesman were in a really good position for that one.
It was Motlop that spun it, and as you said,
tell you what,
in real time it seemed okay.
Even on replay, I think it was a 50-50, but it's all right. We'll back in the referees on that one.
But it was the quick hands as well.
It was quick, it was great.
He spins it out in the centre of the field. So the brothers have good territory here.
quick
Going to
again.
come out to the close wing. Don't argue. Successful. Brought down. This is a 100-gamer.
Expect Nicky to be doing this all day, Caleb Nicky.
Caleb Nicky.
Oh, he's lost his feet there.
Taken to ground. Williams. They've already scored in this wing. Can they do it again? Ducks inside. Good step. A couple good steps. Bit of a step. Don't argue. Oh, almost held on and did well there. Just grasped the jumper for dear life. That was a great run. Oh, fumbled a little bit. Able to get the ball back in. Taken to ground now. And this is the last. Kick will come. Dribbles through.
Oh, he's lost the handle on that.
It was almost great work from Leveni. Almost terrific work. Charged at it. Really attacked that pill. But went at it too hard. Fumbled it forward.
Well, I think it might have been contact. I might see it on replay here. So he's read this well. He's threaded that exceptionally well. Read really well at the back. But no, he actually has dropped it like a hot pie.
Yep.
So it wasn't the contact at all. Just didn't have a handle on it. Spent it before he had it. Now the brothers get a repeat set inside the 10.
This is dangerous.
As first run right up the gut, settling. They want to hit him hard. They want to keep him out here. They need a really good defensive set to the Dragons. Off to his left. Spins it through second set of hands. And to slow this play down as well to the Dragons. Goes back inside now. That's Tupou. From dummy half in the middle of the park. Through this edge again. That was well read. They've got numbers again. They're going to do it again.
And it's Antonio James this time.
It's deja vu all over again.
And I tell you what, the winger.
They love that edge.
Of the Dragons. Nightmarish start twice. They've spun it wide. And it's as easy as you like. And they had the numbers there as well.
What do they say about insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. But again, the overlap. There was a huge gap. You could have flown a jumbo jet through there.
Yeah.
So they know they're going to hit that edge. Just they need to have that coverage there. As soon as that ball spreads wide, they need to be able to get back, close that gap, close that space, because they're quick. Their wingers are quick.
It's twice they've gone out to the far wing, and it's twice they've gone over. It's obviously a weapon of theirs. They've got some serious players out there.
There's some weapons in this side. There's no doubt about that.
But that's where, as a Dragons player, you've got to be onto that and onto it early. It's 8-0. We've barely played 10 minutes of footy up in the NT.
Well, might be he's about to kick for to conversion. It might be going point a minute like they were last week. Let's hope they're all respect. We don't want it to be a blowout. We want it to be a close game. On waiting for Caleb Nicky for his second. He's 0 from 1 so far.
From an identical spot. Doesn't mind taking his time.
No, he's have a picnic, have a cup of tea. They are supposed to be timed. Here we go. This one looks a bit better. Yes, and he's got it. So they are going almost a point a minute at the moment. So on the Chemist Warehouse score... Oh, we've hit the wrong one. That's my fault. So on the Chemist Warehouse scoreboard, it is the Brothers 10. And around the grounds, thanks to McDonald's, the earlier game, the Brothers taking on the Dragons, and hopefully this isn't an omen. The Brothers took that one out 60 points to 0. Solidifying their position on top of the ladder. They have only 10 rounds in, Sean, but they've got one hand on the trophy at this stage. So we need to get a better defensive set from the Dragons.
Well done. Taken to ground there. Took a bit of ferocity about that. As the Brothers. And this is what they've been doing. Attacking the centre and then spinning it wide. They haven't had many sets, but they've been successful more times rather than not. As that was a good offload. Taking to ground now is Williams. Spinning it wide.
Oh,
good
shots.
Hit. Oh, he just shrugged him off and fell over.
Lost his feet.
It was Coombs who took the hit. ate it up and then slipped over last minute. Where are the long stops, mate? And that kick goes high. It'll take a cloud down with it. Good take
Taken
there.
well.
Well done. Look at all the brothers around him as well. They
So
were
it was a
ready.
good chase.
They were ready.
It was a good chase.
Not just one. It was about 10 of the blokes, I reckon.
Lavini took that one.
Ooh.
Almost breaks through. On first. So the Dragons probably want to go quick, but the brothers are very good. Straight from dummy half. Bang! Straight into the defensive line. On the end of that one was Connor Williams. Thought about going to his right. Spins out of that one. Do we have a number? We do. I didn't call it. Local. Good run there on the third. Finally taken down on that broadcast edge. They're going to spin this right across the park. They're going to kick early. I'm not sure why they're doing that now. Maybe it'll come off. Just dummies to his left. He's got just a fullback to beat. Can he do it? He does have the toe. There's a great pass! And they're going to score! Aiden Buckley, something from nothing. What a great kick game. He scored under the posts as well. Well, something from nothing. Turned on a dime. I was critical of his kick. I shouldn't have been. I need to come back.
We're both scratching our heads.
Let's go. What's going on?
What is that all about? And it worked.
Here we go again. And it was shallow too. Just that pump there was just enough. That double pump was just enough to give his runner that break. And he's just held his line here. Dished it off. And Aiden Buckley with the afters right next to the post too. So after 14, 15 minutes, it could be just a 6-point game.
I think the game needed that. It certainly did. And it was great work from Buckley. He's the one that did the pump and the pass, who got it through to his winger and Digon
he finished it off.
And it got through, almost got through. Good defence from the brothers. But it was that pass that set up his man that set up the play in the first place. And it was the kick. It was the kick. Genius, Dave.
It was.
So this would be Viliami Manu. Straight in front. Easy as you like shelling peas. And the Dragons...
Shelling peas.
Dragons go to 6.
So
go to 8, apologies.
So it is 10-6. We'll just correct the scoreboard.
I'll just let you watch this try one more time.
What a kick.
Stunning pace as well on the outside. He's been threatening. He was almost out with that forward pass just moments ago. So we've got a game on our hands. 12 plays 8. We'll just update that scoreboard. That kick goes low and long. And he goes over the try line. Hit up will come. Number 22. Beast of a man. Can't make it through. We'll take some bruises on the way through. Went one way, went the next. Taking the ground now. So that should give them some confidence.
Well, again, I like the inventive play. Having a go. And it shows that they've got the talent to do it. So the last few times I've seen them, I think their issue has just been themselves. They've gone to kick early again. Have a look at the chase here, and that's gone. It's not a bad position, actually. Really good position. So, in fact, was that a 40-20? I think it was. So, exceptionally good kick. And all of a sudden, the Dragons have an opportunity to take the lead.
How often do you see a game turn on its head? They looked nowhere at the 10-minute mark, and in 5 minutes...
I was concerned it was going to be a blowout. Here we go, right in the middle of the park. First carry in the set. Jonas Nicky. And the referees found a penalty. Offside.
So well done as well. That was Shirley.
So they'll get another 6.
Shirley took it early. And Shirley went forward.
There's a tap. Dummies. Ignored the runner. Ducks inside. Can't get hold of him. The second tackler's there. Still trying to wrestle out of that one. That was Jace Byers. Spins it off in the middle of the park now. There was a lot asking on that one. Took it well in the end. Right in the middle of the guts. Settling tackle on the third. Slides up the handle on it. They do. They do it too often. They do it too often to me, the Dragons. Oh, but look, if you get to lose the handle on it, lose it in that end, not your own.
Yeah, he looked up. I think he felt the pressure coming. Felt the boys, the presence of the brothers coming.
Well, that fiery pass from one end in the middle of the park was asking a lot, but it was taken really well. And I think there was that third or fourth carry in that set. There was, as we see, one of the Nicky brothers. He's lost the handle on it. So we're going possession for possession at the moment. So it's a turnover. So another fresh set of 6 for the Dragons. What can they do with it here?
Great offload.
There's Nicky there.
Bite. Oh, bites. Well done. Almost through.
On live again. Feet away from the white line. Wants to spin it. Thought about going. Tries to take the contact himself. Has he lost it? He has to. Manu, that was. So we've had the last 3 sets haven't been completed. Nicky, who dropped the handle last set. He's managed to get upside the 20. Slow to his feet. Dishes it off in the middle of the park. Thought about going to his right. Dragons just need a good defensive set here. They haven't completed yet. Goes inside, runs straight into contact with the hooker. Latham Shirley. The man in the white headgear. Again, slowing this play down. Well read. And good hit. The 16, I don't have a name. Oh, no, I do. Jerome Motlop. Here we go. So that wasn't a bad set from the Dragons defensively. They've got to clean this up at the back, though. I don't think it's going to go down. It will eventually. So they'll come back to the 25. So a little bit too much on that. So it's a win for the Dragons in the end.
It was well done by the Dragons, absolutely. And they're getting off that line really quickly and meeting the ball carrier, which is what you need to do. You need to put pressure on these guys to the ball. And just moments ago, we were dealing in dropped pills. It was drop after drop after drop. It's not what you need. Completed sets is what you want. Got to get that territory, hem it in, and put some pressure on the defensive line. But the Dragons have it here. I'll take it to you, Dave.
Match officials tonight, Paul DeVere, Marcus Steinhard and Isaac Lane. So Paul DeVere, the man with the whistle. So as the Dragons now trying to get out of their own end. Bit of afters. They just need to complete here. Wrestles that one to the ground. Just play some... Oh, it's got to pick that straight up, and the referee says no. Go back to the mark.
That was a 100 pickup.
I know, it was nice. He saw half a gap and went, but didn't play it off the mark. Now Latham thought he saw something there. Spins off, gets halfway through that one. Nicky finishes it off. Spins that one in the middle of the park. They've got coverage on that far edge. He just needs to hold it. He's ducked inside though. Probably should have gone to the left. In the end, he's treading water. Now he's down on the 40. Here comes the kick, up and under. Had pressure on him. He's taken well. Just allowed him to take that one.
Just fell in the breadbasket there, and it was Antonio James who took that one. He's one of the 2 try scorers for the brothers. It was Kenny O'Connor that scored the first, and then Antonio James after that. As the brothers, good hit up here, almost made it through, saw a gap and just dug his head down, but was taken down. Motlop spins it right, still going, and they've been dangerous on this wing. Will they be dangerous again? Held up this time. Dragons have got good numbers there defensively. Playing a bit slow now. Body's just starting to slow down a little bit. So we get to the 20-minute mark now. Dragged down, just pulled his arm. As spins it to the broadcast wing. Almost a big hit. Nicky gets the kick in. His ball is tracked. Almost
half
through.
A gap. The referee's found something. He's found a penalty. So that'll help the Dragons move him up the ground. Latham Shirley, the hooker for the Dragons, has been in a fair bit of the last few minutes. So penalty for the Dragons. And they'll just shy of halfway with the tap.
I'm loving the acceleration from the Dragons boys as well. They've been looking at these gaps and going really hard at it. They're not looking for the hit-ups here. I think sometimes it can get a bit formulaic, these games, and you just hit up. They're going for the gaps from the outset.
What I've seen in the first 10 rounds of the DABSCO Premiership is, and it's the brothers, the men and the women as well, is they're so creative and they can just turn it on. They can turn on a dime, and they like to go quick. They like to be inventive, but quite often teams defensively will just hold back, almost in awe. So here we go straight. Here he is, that man again. He's just lost his feet. Latham Shirley, he's been in a fair bit from dummy half. They're going to spin this in the middle of the park. Shows the ball, just holds it. They've got half a gap there. Dragged down was Crowley. Better afters in that. Now they're going to go in the centre of the park. Here comes the kick. Probably didn't get all of that the way he wanted. It's got to go a little bit too deep. Nicky will collect it in the end goal, and then it'll come back to the 25. And he'll want to tap and go. The man with the beautiful hair.
Beautiful hair. And it went flying as he was taking the ground there. Strong tackle. It was from Manu. The kicker for the Dragons is taking the ground here. They've done well though. Approaching the halfway point. Bit stop start there with the passing. Yeah, just a little bit stagnant. It was Nicky.
It's really turned into a bit of an arm wrestle now. I like it. It's good. Good footy.
Tucks inside. One pass. Dummy.
Good hit.
Taking the ground.
Motlop.
Watching them a bit carefully now. Good pass. As dummies.
No one was buying that dummy.
You hear the slap of arm on chest. Something like that. They've got numbers here to the left. Kick on its way. Hoping that it goes over. I had to watch it carefully.
I think he had to get a hand on that. Was the referee going to say? I think they're going to go for it, yes. So he had to hit that back. He had to. He had, who was the chaser there? Took my eyes off it. He had to put a hand on that, make sure it goes dead. So it will be a goal line dropout. But I think a good set from both sides. You see here, he just needed a bit more sauce on that in the end from behind, putting the pressure on. Was Albert Rubel for the brothers, and he's the goal line now. He's almost made a middle of that. Takes 2 bites of the cherry.
Still going. Almost got through one. Just decided to go straight up his front.
Has he lost it? He has too.
He has.
So first carry. Elijah Coombs, I think that was. Number 8, was it?
Number 11, perhaps.
11, perhaps.
Tupou. Lost it. Good tackle, though. As I said, Tupou just saw a man and went to walk over him, basically, and lost the ball as he went to ground. Play 6.
G'day to our good friend, Cameron, watching in Malaysia with the family. We miss you. Well, you're here calling the footy, mate. I'm sure you're enjoying Malaysia. With the family, well-earned break. Don't know how your co-partner's going to go on the radio show on Saturday, mate. Have to tune in on 97.7 in Darwin. WC BH Sports Talk on Saturday mornings.
Why would you want to be in Malaysia when you could be doing?
Well, you could be watching footy.
Watching, talking footy.
100%.
What does Malaysia have?
I'm sure the family have got other ideas. Loco with that carry. And has he lost it? He has too.
And he's unhappy about it, and he would be. He's had a good game. Loco had a very good game. It's going to be a scrum. Going.
This is the first one for the...
There was one early. I think there was one early. This might be the second. So the brothers will take it. Out the 40 line, as you can see. And you're absolutely right. It's turned into an arm wrestle. Good game. It was flurry early. 2 brothers tries in the first 10 minutes. And the Dragons got on the board. And now it's just been back and forth since. It's finally taken to ground. And this is the sub who got tackled there for the brothers. Switch inside. Swing the changes here. Good pass. Well met. Good hit, although he kept going. Meaning it was Byers with the tackle for the Dragons. Inside here, will he go out to that wing where they've already scored twice, taking to ground from a Shirley tackle. Williams sets up the play. Good step. Close to the line. Only metres away. One more to go. Williams, they're going to go wing again.
Oh, he's lost the handle.
Lost it. And it wasn't a ferocious pass, but he just
he's probably
fumbled.
spent it before he had it, eh?
That's it. That's exactly it.
Around the grounds, thanks to McDonald's, up in Ellenbrook. No, it's really down in Ellenbrook, isn't it? Down in Ellenbrook. It's round 8 of the Westpac Women's Premiership in WA. We'll be heading there after this game. But Fremantle are taking on the Kalamunda Bulldogs. And Fremantle have gone in early in the first 10 minutes. They're up 6-0 to Kalamunda. As we see half a break here, thought about offloading. He's going to take the tackle in the end. I don't think we've seen a completed set for a while. Straight from dummy half, that man again, Latham Shirley. He's been in a fair bit. The hooker. Big unit now. Met solidly. Dishes off to he lost the handle on it. He wasn't expecting it to come to him.
Just getting sloppy now. Just getting a bit sloppy.
Probably didn't need to pass that. He wasn't expecting it to come to him. And to his, well, he wasn't expecting it to come to him. And it did actually come to his knees. So not a great pass. Probably didn't need to happen so early in the set, but that was we got another scrum down, so still not completing sets.
But I mean that was Brenton Motlop, number 13 for the Dragons. He is the captain.
Yeah,
so you can't be gone. I think you saw Latham Shirley. He's going to say, "What are you doing?" But then he saw who it was. He said, "Oh, yep, no, good idea, mate. Yep. Very well done by you." As
Shots!
How's a hit on him?
Absolute shots came from halfway back.
But
that was Ferreira.
He got it straight away.
Have a look at this one. He just read this like a book. Get some of that with a bit of cherry on top. The brothers now with the carry. Here's Elijah Coombs. Past the 10. There's a bit of afters here. They want to go quick. Inside now. Goes inside, outside. I never liked that one. And I have a name on the 10.
How's the tackle?
On the 4th. He's down right in front of the posts. Williams from dummy half. Thought about going to his left at Wilson Perkins. He's taken. I think we're on the 5th and last now. I could be wrong. In the middle of the park now. Just stagnant pass. I think they've muffed this. It's going to be held up. And the referee says turnover. So it was the 5th and the last. Or was it? Yes, it was. So, right on the paint. They will turn it over. Good place to turn it over.
Absolutely. And it was great defence there from the Dragons. Took 3 of them. Desperate stuff. The captain, Brenton Motlop, was instrumental in making sure that ball didn't go over. They don't want to concede. Especially not right now. They've been working so hard, the team in white. They spun around 2, 3, 4 times. He's on a dance floor at the moment. That's how much he's been spun. Finally, he's held up. And then play can resume. Nice big hit there. Starting to get a bit more aggressive here, the brothers. Latham Shirley. Look away pass was okay. Taking to ground now, Jace Byers. He's been busy as well. The playmakers. Kick will come. Kick will go long. They've tracked it. Bit of space here to work with. If you'd like to see. Nice pace as well. Taken down. Lunging tackle was good. And required was Ferreira, who worked hard there. As gets past 1, hits up the line, taking the ground now. Inside the 40. Starting to see a few more completed sets now, Dave, which is what you like. He breaks 1 tackle, just needs to get it away. And it didn't quite make it to the hand. It was
Jared Northern with the carry there, almost managed to pull something out of the hat. I like that bit of creativity, though. It's been a bit of an arm wrestle of late, Sean.
Well, offloads is where it's at, isn't it, really? As the ball.
Although, in saying that, the ball has been down this end quite a bit. No. Is that knocked on? What is the referee going to say? He's going to say backwards.
Wow.
So everyone kind of slowed down there, expecting the call to happen.
Not often does a ball go completely through, cut you like a knife through butter.
Straight from dummy half again, that man, Latham Shirley, he's been in a fair bit. He wants to go quickly. Dish is off to his left from first receiver, Manu. Now, they kicked early again. They have too. They thought they saw something. In the end, it's going to be cleaned up by the fullback at the back. It's a good kick chase. Manages to drag him down by the feet.
Still got him. Antonio James was that player there, coming in on the final line. Is taking down again. Watch that far wing. It's the danger wing, if you're a Dragons fan. He's coming in here, Williams. Got a bit of space here. Got a bit of pace. Just need to spin it. That next pass goes, and he's dropped it again.
I reckon he might have had the pace to really burn them there, too, if he'd managed to find the handle on that.
And Kenny O'Connor, who scored the first try of the game, he probably could have had two there.
I see it again. So that pass, I reckon, he's had to sort of grab it behind him.
Yeah, not
probably could have done a little bit better, but I reckon he would have, the winger would have burned him there. He would have thought he might have been on. He would have given himself a chance. So again, the ball, some loose carries, but the ball's still stuck inside this end. I haven't seen it in the Dragons' end for a while now.
No.
So 6 odd minutes, 6 and a bit change.
They're kicking early.
They are kicking early,
Is that just to put pressure, or is that the surprise tactic? I'm not sure. I'm not
going to say it's not working for them.
No.
But, they are doing a bit of defending at the moment inside their own end, so they're not really getting in a position to score. In reality, they haven't really been down their end, the Brothers' end, once. And lost his feet. We've seen a bit of that tonight, I should say. A few players losing their feet. Park still does look pretty good from dummy half. A little bit of a goosey. I think it was half-hearted there. Bit of afters in that. Not much. The referee says keep going. Here comes the kick again. So they're continuing this play. I don't know about the chase, though. Has that gone out? It has too. So not a bad position, not a good position. So it'll be turned over on the 30.
An okay position.
It's probably the deepest they've been. It's probably the deepest they've been for a while in the last 5 minutes, Shawnee, of this half.
Better their half or up there than the other way round, they'll be saying. As we get into the final stages of this first half, it's been an interesting one. It was all the Dragons' way early. It was all the Brothers' way early, rather. And the Dragons have responded, worked their way back into this contest. As Williams, chief playmaker, almost gets through. Offload was good, but gave it to his player, and he was immediately met with pressure. Taking to ground is Pollard. In the middle here, this is Nicky, the 100 gamer. Taken down now, Wilson Perkins. Some serious hairdos in this side. A lot of hair here. Kick comes in, goes high. Well taken though. Coming in very quickly was O'Connor. Didn't even lay a tackle in the end. It was going too fast for his own good. As the Dragons hemmed in right into the corner here. In fact, they've got through. Still going off on a run here. Finally taken to ground. It was good work from Leveni. As passes to the centre. Should be taken down. Not many to go, you wouldn't think. As Shirley, another one-hand pickup we like to see. He's dropped the ball somehow.
Now, was that stripped? No, that was clean, says the referee. Another turnover inside their own end.
Now taken to ground. Play will come. Comes to the near side, almost in slow motion. Still got it though. Finally gets the pass. That was good. Goose step. Ducks inside. Went another way, but they read him like a book. Byers was all over him. Northam. Wilson Perkins. They're in the centre of the pitch now. Good position here. Williams. Couple passes. Ducks inside. One way, then the next. Brought down to ground. Dragons defending staunchly. This is the last. Goes out to the wing. Ducks back inside. But tunnels
short.
through. And just short. It was a mix of burrows and tunnels through at once from me.
Defensively, I reckon the Dragons have been good. They just haven't had any opportunity up there the brothers' end. So we've still got 2 minutes and change. Straight from dummy half, dragged down. I don't think the marker was square, and he wasn't. The referee's going to say, I'll give you a penalty, and move you up the ground. Saying a high tackle, actually. So this will help. They'll get another set of 6 further up the ground.
That was very handy. As what can they do from here? Dragons with a full set to play with. Oh, picked up.
Oh, crash.
Thought he was going to be killed for a second there. Very strong tackle. That's Shirley. It's been good this half. Inside. They've barely moved forward. Brothers' defence has been very good. Couple passes. Another vicious tackle, this time from Wilson Perkins. Shirley will come to the near wing. Kick was a dribbler. They've got numbers here. I think they're going to get it. Good pass. Oh, how's they hit first, though? They've got through.
The Dragons.
He's chased down.
Is it a double movement? Down. What's the referee going to say? He's going to say, held up.
Oh, wow, was the defence.
I was frightened he was going to say double movement there.
I tell you what, there was so much.
What's he saying? What is he saying? I don't know what he's saying there. I thought he said held up. It was held up, so it's going to come back. So it's still Dragons ball. Still opportunity for them to score. He came in from last week. He's just giving some afters to the carrier there. Don't think he meant it. He just said, sorry, mate. There was just an instinctive reaction. He was frustrated to go, you're there. I'll take it out on you. As we tick towards the halftime siren. I tell you what, when they do get the ball inside the brothers' end, they look lively. They just need to get the ball there. So
and they're only what's a fraction of a metre away from their second try.
So
Great
will
defense.
we have time to pack this one? Yes, we will. And
drops it.
Oh, we're going to clean it up. No, we're not. And that will be half time. I thought that was an entertaining half.
It was a very entertaining, Dave. It was a great half of footy. Brothers 10, Dragons 6. It was Kenny O'Connor that opened up the try scoring. He scored the first. Antonio James with the second. Caleb Nicky has 1 from 2 when it comes to conversions. And then on the other side of the lead to the Nightcliff Dragons, it was Aiden Buckley with their 1 and only try. And it was Viliami Manu who converted that one. That gives us the score 10 to 6.
On the Chemist Warehouse scoreboard. And just before we break, around the grounds, thanks to McDonald's in WA, the Westpac Women's Premiership, the first game, the Freo Roosters taking on the Kalamunda Bulldogs, getting close to their half time. It is the Freo Roosters 34, Kalamunda Bulldogs yet to score. We'll take a quick break. We'll have a breath, and we'll looking forward to our second 40 very shortly. Welcome back to TRL Stadium. DABSCO Premiership Round 10 action. And on the Chemist Warehouse scoreboard, it is the Brothers 10 leading the Dragons 6. And if you've just joined us, the Brothers opened up that lead literally in the first 10 minutes.
10
sure.
minutes.
10 minutes.
And then
try
on the 10-minute mark.
Yep. Second, so it was an arm wrestle of a first half. The ball was predominantly played inside the Dragons' end as the buzzer sounds for the second half around the grounds. Thanks to McDonald's. Before we get underway, Westpac Women's Premiership in WA, the Fremantle Roosters 44 playing the Kalamunda Bulldogs yet to score. But here we are in this fixture. We want to see a half just as good as the first in the second 40, and it's the Brothers with first use of the ball. Goes straight through half a gap, still going. They get to drag him down, thought about the offload. Take it down on the 40.
That was Aaron Pollard, by the way, cracking the gap.
Good run. They've got some numbers here. They've got that right edge again. Just held that up, ducks inside. He kept Nicky on his right. Surprised he didn't go the second. Arms in the air from Connor Williams. He thought he saw something. Referee says play on in the middle of the park now. Just holds that up.
Easy.
That was unforgivable defence. Unforgivable. Elijah Coombs goes in. Had no right to score that. When you see it on the replay, Manu on his haunches. Just have a look at this. They just stop and they look at each other. I tell you what, that's a coach killer.
That is unforgivable. That is absolutely unforgivable. They haven't come out the second half. They're still in the change rooms, Dave. They haven't come out. That's twice where the defence was caught napping, and that is the third try for the Brothers. A dream start to the second half.
And they've done it in the first 2 minutes as well. Well, just finished talking them up, and they've done that. They've scored on that far edge, not the right edge.
What do you commentators curse when you call it an arm wrestle?
Oh well, let's hope it goes. Let's hope it goes the same as the first half. Of course, it was the Brothers that scored quick succession in the first half. But that sort of stuff there, Shawnee, that's not. You're not getting beaten by skill there. You're beating yourself. You just like the two. They've just looked at each other. And went, oh yeah. Well, hold on. What?
But didn't even lay a hand.
They didn't even lay. There was literally you've got him. No, you've got him. Oh no. He's got himself over the try, over the line, getting himself a hot pie like the hot pies in front of me here.
Sausage rolls as well.
Caleb Nicky's 1 from 2 as the team enjoys the hot pies. Get yourself a hot apple pie from McDonald's. The Brothers right now are loving it because they're up 14-6 with a kick to come. Up after this, of course, we go ahead to the Westpac Women's Premiership. It's the Ellenbrook Rabbitohs taking on the Willagee Bears, and that should be an absolute barnstormer. Last time those two teams met, it was the Bears, the resurgent Bears. First time, I think it's the first time, maybe the first time back in the Premiership for the women. They managed to towel up the Rabbitohs, so the Rabbitohs on their home park will be wanting to return the favour. There's Nicky, goes in. Low kick. I don't think there's not enough pepper on that one. So he's 1 from 3 and just leaving the door slightly ajar for the Dragons, although it is an 8-point advantage.
Should have had 3 seconds.
Here it is again. Look at this. Just what is that? That is, and I think there was some words exchanged there too between Justin Edwards and, well, I don't have a number for the 22, but I think there were some words exchanged. I don't think they need to worry about the words exchanged between themselves. I think the coach will have plenty to say about that.
Well, it's just so, as I said, it was like they haven't switched on. They haven't come out of the second.
Well, that's easy to fix that one. Just don't do it.
Well, hopefully they can bounce back immediately. Although, a bit of urgency about that. Whistle blown. It's going to be a penalty.
High tackle, is it? No, he's pleading his case. Shoulder charge, he's saying. No arms. So, doing their best to help advance the Brothers up the ground. They're going to take this tap on the 40. Another set of 6. Referee wants them on the line.
And they're away. Hit up was good. Williams. I'll spin it wide.
Oh, what a pass.
Got numbers as well. Just spin it out there. They love that far wing. Williams. Good passing. Gets past one. Will he offload? He does. Coming through here. Williams. One pass. Or gets past. He's through. This needs to beat one. Good tackle. It was the fullback, Leveni. Had a lot of work to do and was successful. Otherwise, it was another try in a couple of minutes for the brothers. Still not out of the woods yet.
Oh, he's
well
come
done
off
by
the
the
line.
captain.
Tell you what, he came off the line there to try and, I think that was Buckley, almost opened it up. Oh, good pass. Oh. What is the referee going to say here? He's got to point to the spot. And it's the second try inside 5 minutes. And I tell you what, there was a bit of luck involved in that, Shawnee, because it did hit some dirt. We'll send a replay here. So I'm not sure if that... Here comes a quick pass, catch and pass, and he's just left that go. I don't think it was for the winger, but had a lucky bounce.
Yeah.
Skidded off the grass. And the brothers have gone in again and advanced their score to 18-6 on the Chemist Warehouse scoreboard. So, a bit of deja vu all over again, Shawnee. 2 tries inside the first 6 minutes.
Absolutely carbon copy of the first half. 2 very quick tries. We'll see if the Dragons can respond again. I'm just waiting for that try scorer.
I think it was the winger again. That'll be a double for him, I think.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Good shot on this one from my cameraman. TRL State. Oh God, doesn't it look a picture up in the top end? Where would you rather be?
Not Malaysia, that's
not
for
Malaysia.
Sure.
G'day, Cam. How you going? Watching on the NRL Pathways YouTube channel with the family up there. Enjoying rugby league. And he's probably sitting in a resort somewhere in Malaysia. Enjoying a well-earned break. So Nicky is 1 from 3 thus far. This is the other angle. I think he's a right footer. Likes taking as many seconds as he possibly can. And he's sent that one short again. So he's 1 from 4.
Really good purchase, is he?
Just leaving the door slightly adjacent. Catch and pass there. And Northam just said, no, I'm not going to touch that. This probably was for him because it's landed just near his feet. But luckily it skidded off the deck into the hands of the winger, and he's got a double.
And you're talking about Caleb Nicky there taking those shots. I've heard of visualising your shot. I think he's visualising it 3 or 4 times.
Possibly.
Before he takes the shot, perhaps.
There's quite a bit of visualisation going on. He likes to take his time.
So 2 tries to the winger. Antonio James has a try as well. And Elijah Coombs. And that margin's out to 12 now. And the Dragons need to respond with a good defensive set here. Brothers with a bit of momentum. And you don't want to give them a sniff. They're a strong side. They can score heavily, as we saw last week, as this is a good run, very good run. Taken down eventually. The pass comes. Good pass there. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. There's the whistle.
So not the cleanest footy today, but the brothers doing their best just to keep the door ajar for the Dragons. There's only 12 points in it. They've just with those missed conversions and loose carries, just giving them every opportunity. There's see the patrons there on the far side enjoying a nice, wonderful, beautiful Friday afternoon in the top end.
Love the deck chairs out. Is there someone knitting in the background?
Possibly. There? Well, there's someone knitting here as well. It's a great pastime. First carry, middle of the park for the Dragons. They need to use the ball deep inside Brothers' territory now. Thought about the offload. Did half a dummy to his left.
Good stuff from Trey Crowley here.
Inside the park now. The runner coming through was well read.
Dununba was the runner.
Not a huge amount of territory gained here. Slow play the ball straight from dummy half. Just held it up. Again, no rush for the Dragons. Straight from dummy half again. He's tried to push through. He thought the marker wasn't square. Latham Shirley, who's been pretty good. Here comes the kick. Probably a little bit too much on it. Where's the chase? It was a good chase. Tries to throw the tackler off. In the end, he had a vice grip on him, did Jerome Motlop, and dragged him down in good territory defensively for the Dragons.
That was awesome footy there. It was a good kick and a good chase, and then a good tackle. So, Dragons looking a bit better. But look at the brothers go. Here's Nicky with the goose step, taken to ground.
It just looks like something's going to happen when he gets the ball in his hands.
Isn't he just? That mop of hair, beautiful hair, flying around. The spinning around here, good offload. And Williams takes on one, finally brought down from behind. Didn't see him just coming.
Like a bang. Freight train.
He goes. Good stuff. Almost slipped over, kept going. It's Jonas Nicky in his 100th game today for the brothers. Williams finds his captain, goes to dummy, good hit, goes over the top. They've got numbers here. Ducks inside, kicks on its way. Probably could have passed it. Either way, they're going to follow up with a good tackle.
Had to take the contact there. The line was coming up, had no space to move. So they'll turn it over. Was the marker square? He was. And they've just wasted a tackle there on the 10.
Oh, no.
And they're wasting even more.
Oh.
So they're going backwards at the moment of the Dragons. So not doing themselves any favours at the moment. Slow play the ball. Player is, no, he's not down. He's just taking a while to get up. Here we go. Tries to crash through that one. Good drive on the 3rd. Picks it up, dishes it off. Got half a gap through, still growing. Gains himself an extra couple of yards. But afters. In the ruck, again, slow ball movement. The kick up and under. Taken by the fullback quite easily. Where's the chase? It's not there. Runs straight in to the 22 for the Dragons. So an indifferent set from them. In the middle of the park now. We've got back to this stage of arm wrestling, Sean. On the halfway point, slow from the play the ball. Thought about going. He's lost his feet again. I've lost count how many times they've lost feet.
It's in the middle of the ground as well. It's a similar spot.
Nicky holds it up. Half a gap. When he's got a half a gap, he'll take a whole acre of space. Spins it off, middle of the park. Thought about going to his right. Takes the contact. Don't have a name for the 18. Or is it the 16? Now this right edge where they love. Kicks over the top. Well, it's going to be cleaned up. That was a great challenge. Bit of courage there. Great courage. If he hadn't got there, that was on for the brothers. They just love creating stuff. And again, we're locked inside Dragons territory.
How good was Kurnoth there? He was the kicker, the captain going through it. Took some serious defending. Asked a big question and he responded. Clash of bodies is what you want to see on a Friday night as another ferocious tackle. The brothers treating their opponents with disdain right now as the ball in the centre of the park. Dragons have it. It's a short kick. That's interesting. He'll get there too. Now he's away. First pass. Dummies. Kick. Oh, no. He didn't have to.
Not sure what that was about. He had players on his right.
Not only did he decide to kick, which may or may not have been the right move, but he almost missed his shoe doing so.
Jeepers.
And it's a turnover.
Thought they were on there. I was about to get excited.
He had numbers to his right. As Wilson Perkins passes it to Nicky. Back in the centre of the ground. Man in the pink boots is Rubu. He's taken to ground. Got good territory here, in fact. Bit slow to get up.
I think it's a head knock. So he's up. Yeah, it's head knock. So we're going to pause the clock here and just check on him.
Oh, no.
Actually, no, he's down. He is down. Yeah.
He's wearing the helmet as well.
Yeah. It was immediate. It was an immediate reaction. That's Rubu. So where is it here? Where is the head knock? It might be a knee. It actually might be a knee. So, and then the head, it was an immediate reaction from, is that, I'm not sure who that was for the Dragons. Yeah, but he is not good. So immediate concern for Rubu. Luckily it was in the knee, it was coming down.
Yeah.
So
he's barely moved though.
So it wasn't massive contact, but still, you don't need massive contact to cause some issues when it comes to the head. Of course, it is no more round in the top end. So no more. Make sure you jump on the website, nomore.org.au. No more and the NRL NT. So inviting teams, officials, volunteers, spectators, fans to link up and say no more to domestic and family violence. You can jump online, you can pledge your action. By taking the No More pledge, you're making a statement. You will call out disrespect. You will support others and you'll be part of change. And if you know anybody that's experiencing issues in this regard, make sure you make the call 1-800-RESPECT, the 24-hour helpline. As we see, Rubu will come off the park, so he will unlikely play any further part in this game. And he's very ginger. So
you can put some weight through that though. So that's almost a good sign. And I know with the ACL you do go into that state of shock and you almost don't feel that pain anymore. So if he's wincing, that might be a good move. Hopefully it's just a twist and a strain.
Well, with the knee as well, we've spoken about this in the past. Like you get that immediate pain, the bad ones, and then it's almost like, oh, it's okay now. That's when you know it's bad.
That's when you know it's bad. Let's just hope it's not a rupture. As the brothers clap him off, so do the opposition. It's good to see. Back to the game. Another big tackle. Got the offload though. Williams has it. Oh, he's lost it. Had it, then lost it.
Oh, hold on.
Umpire said it went backwards.
Okay.
It's
well, they've lost that as well.
Tell you what, a lot happening.
Oh, I don't want to say this replay, I tell you. So has lost it, then there's a strip. So where is this here?
So I thought here he's got confused, and that
ball that's gone forwards.
How has it not?
It has gone forwards, but we don't. The referee doesn't have. And then this one here, there's a strip. So the strip was clean. So I don't know. Did that one go forwards?
Well, that was. I think from this angle it's difficult to say, but I think that's what the umpire will say, the ref will say.
Yeah, ref was saying when it did knock on, but I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to get a ruler out for either. I think it was 50-50.
The first one had to go.
Well, the first one, I think, on replay, it definitely showed. It was the second bounce, but it definitely did take some, even if it was centimetres, took some extra territory on that second bounce, so before it was collected. So, but it doesn't matter because we're back underway. That's I found half a gap. He's cleaned up at the back, though. And it was a forward pass.
and the captain there, Aaron Kernoff, in number 6, he's bewildered because he was certain his hands were going back. He was certain of it.
Referee he got good comms from his touch judge. Yeah, 100%. Forward there. Yeah, okay. That was forward. So in really good position there from his touch judge.
See Kernoff though, he put his arms out. He probably knew it was going forward, but you do have to do that, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You have to gesticulate just a little bit.
Marcus Steinhardt and Isaac Lane on the edges tonight, assisting Paul DeVere in the middle of the guts with the whistle. The match officials for no more round, and thanks to the NRL NTRL Referee Association. Always looking for referees. Of course, we do get some fantastic support from referees around the country. We still don't have enough numbers in the top end. We do bring in a number of referees, especially from Queensland each week and New South Wales. As we go back to live action now, the Dragons he tries to bash through that, haven't had much possession inside Brothers territory. When they do, they look like they could score. They've gone the kick early. Where's the ball going to land? That's not a bad spot. Didn't hit the 20 though. So it's not a 40-20. But the tap will be on the 25-metre mark, let's say. Why not? Let's go with that.
They look dangerous when they kick. That's obviously their plan, and it worked in the first half. And
except that last play when he's kicked when he did. When he didn't need to. He had 3 on his right edge.
Let's forget about that one. Let's forget about that one. As Nicky has the ball in the middle of the pitch. Very busy, very lively character. As good pass, came late, taking the ground here. Bit of interest applied as well from Shirley. Now, ball comes back inside, brought to ground. Just happy to lumber forward here, the brothers. Ball comes through. Double switch, don't mind that. Bit of pace now, bit of urgency. Spins out of tackle, can't bring him to ground. Finally they will. Going to ground there, Elijah Coombs. He's got the 3rd try for the brothers. First pass, tries to get past one. Good tackle though, got the offload. Coombs sees a gap, he's going to take it. Brought down by Shirley, good tackle by him. Still going.
Has he dropped that? What's he saying? Loose carry. Loose carry. And it will be a turnover. But again, it's deep inside Dragons territory. So I don't know how many. I'd like to know the metres gained in this game. Now we've got a time off. Always the way, Shawnee, when we have these double headers. And the timing's all nice and tight. We always have times.
We'll make it perfect, Dave.
We'll slide straight in. Straight in.
It'll be from one to another. We won't even have to draw breath.
And that is... Who's that on the grass? That's Kernoff, actually. No, it's not Kernoff. No, sorry. Coombs. It's Coombs.
Elijah Coombs.
Coombs.
Can't really see exactly... So you saw that gap.
What is it? What is it? What has he done here?
I'm just watching his legs.
Okay, so he's dropped it there.
I think he's twisted.
Is it his ankle?
I think it's a right
knee,
right leg,
a lower extremity.
Somewhere,
he's up.
Somewhere from his hips to his toes. I think there's been an injury. I'm not a doctor.
Could be some heartstrings because he dropped the ball. Who knows?
So the Dragons will have it deep in their defensive half. They need to get a move on here. Still plenty of time.
The brothers need the ball inside. And brothers' territory. The Dragons need to get up the other end with some decent possession.
And this is true. So we'll have another scrum. Haven't seen many today. Ball comes out.
Oh, shows it.
Takes one pass. Taking the ground. It took 2.
Lavini. Haven't called his name much tonight.
Shirley passes. Good hit up. Good ferocious hit up there. It's what we like to see. Shirley. That iconic one-handed pickup. Try to duck inside there. But brought to ground. Expect a kick to come soon. They've been taking their kicks early. Hit up here though. Still going. Ferocious stuff. Dununba. Getting close to the halfway point.
Shows it. Goes it.
1-2. Tried the offload. I think he's lost it here.
Now,
might be a loose carry.
Am I right in saying that Shirley has taken off? Did he have headgear on in the first half?
Yes, he has.
He's taken off the headgear.
White headgear.
He's taken it off. And he's lost it.
Do you think there's too much?
So I think they went, what is that, 6 metres inside brothers' territory? That was enough for them. They just give it up.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that, should I? Can't be too critical.
They need to do something. They had one good play.
It's been, 8 minutes of footy, Sean? 8 minutes of footy where the brothers have scored 4 tries.
That's right.
And 8 minutes of footy where they've just turned off.
And that's all it takes, Dave. You can fire a couple punches and then you can play defensively. Well, in saying that, brothers still trying to be creative. Still got some serious playmakers out here. But you just want to see the Dragons lift a gear.
Just get some possession in the other end.
Some possession, that's right. Some territory.
Oh, that was a good play. Didn't quite come off. Half a gap. And the referee has found a penalty. That won't help. Around the grounds, thanks to McDonald's. The Roosters have gone up 74. to the Bulldogs. Of course, Bulldogs' first foray back in the Premiership for the women. They're building something. It'll take a while, but they are building something. Some young players haven't played the game, but back to the brothers, goes inside, outside.
Nice.
He's got a half a gap here, should score!
Here we go. And it's that man, Tim, get around him. Jonas Nicky.
There he is, in his 100th
game.
Scores a pie.
Love to see it.
Watch this. Inside, just dummies there to his left. Double pump.
And don't you love to carry on afterwards as well? They get right
As
around
you
the
do.
young lad.
They are the tightest knitted group in rugby league in the top end. The brothers, whether you be playing first grade, women's, juniors, if you're going to be part of a club, I'll tell you what, the brothers, they do it well.
Do it so well. That was a great play, and it's just persistently having the ball in your hands is going to lead to good things, and they showed it there. 100 games.
Had to score.
Had to score.
Had to score.
Had to score. That was in the script. We've read this script before, and they extend the lead to 22. And Caleb Nicky.
Now he's got a shot. Surely he could slot this one. He's 1 from 4.
Well, he's had 2 where he hasn't made the distance.
No.
The last two
Not quite.
attempts. He's 1 from 4 so far. But this one, which puts him basically directly in front. Surely he converts this one, Dave.
Surely.
Goes back. Got a bit of time here. Likes a slow build-up. Likes the anticipation. Feel it build on Friday Night Footy to take the lead to 18 points and to make it very difficult for the Dragons. Nicky comes in. And as easy as you like.
I'll tell you what,
as easy as you like.
I don't know if it was easy as you like, but he scored it.
He's 2 from 5 now, Caleb Nicky.
And that makes it really difficult for the Dragons.
Well, in any other game you say they're a chance, but they haven't looked near it.
No, again they haven't had enough possession inside the offensive end. So there's a bit of conversations happening, Shawnee. I missed this on the live chat. So Cam, he's been watching from the airport in Malaysia. I don't know what's he doing in the airport. The Luxor call.
He's been stuck in customs, has he?
No,
what is he trying to sneak through?
He wants us to pre-record next week. So, of course, next week, if you don't already know, it is a general buy in both all the premierships because it is Deadly Cup weekend on Sunday. All the best players in rugby league. We've got Gove United actually coming in as well. So it's a great opportunity and a great display of rugby league. On Sunday the 6th, TRL Stadium, 2 grounds, juniors all the way up to seniors, and we're going to be bringing you every single game live, whether it be on YouTube or thanks to the NT News and Community TV. We can watch all the seniors. But I'm heading up there, Shawnee, with the voice of rugby league in the NT as we see. That's a good kick. They lost the handle on it. As soon as I open my mouth. Donnie Bell and I am heading up there. We're going to make the call. We're going to do the call of the normal, if you were to go and play Premiership here in West Australia on the Saturday, and then we're going to jump on a plane early on Sunday morning, and we're going to get straight in there and get off the plane, get straight to TRL and get straight into it.
If you don't mind.
For the Deadly Cup.
Well, I was just going to say, you should try and time it a bit early and get there for Cracker Night, which is Tuesday night, the 1st of July. The great nights in the Australian calendar.
Right.
Territorians.
Well, I'll actually be there on Tuesday.
Will you?
I'm going to have to Google that.
So have you got some fireworks lined up?
Oh, well, Cracker Night. I didn't know about that. We'll have to make some calls.
1st of July, Cracker Night, Territorians getting around it. If you're a amateur pyromaniac like myself, then you absolutely love that sort of nights.
Here we go, Dragons. He's got some toe for a big fella.
Oh.
He's called it forward, has he? Oh, no.
Where's the
referee?
You can't call that. Even
He's
if
got no sense of occasion. Calling it forward. Let's have a look here. Now, where is it? Okay, yeah. Might have been just a little bit forward, but, you know, where's the sense of occasion?
That's it. Didn't have to go forward as well.
It didn't. No, it didn't. There was plenty of space on that edge. Now, he's just run forward of the line.
Dig on a query. Has got pace to burn out there.
He does. And he's for a big fella too.
Big boy.
He was gone for all money. If the referee hadn't called him back, he was gone.
Oh, no.
What is... Have we got a send-off?
Yeah.
Did he just send him off? I think he did.
As if...
It must have been chat.
Yeah, as if the Dragons
It must have been chat. I just literally... That's just come from nothing.
And they're still...
So they're going to play... Well, they've got 14, 13 minutes to play, but 10 of those they're going to play with just 12 men. That doesn't help their cause. So it must have been chat because it is now a penalty. And he's just having a chat to the captain. And he's saying, no thanks, that's not gonna happen. And it will be a penalty. Yep. A bit of lip.
Wow.
So discipline not great tonight from the Dragons. So Williams will restart this one and the brothers have an opportunity to put some more pain on. In the middle of the park, inside, outside. It's, oh, what a chain of passes. They've got to score from here. Here's the offload. He's got numbers on his right. That is a fantastic tackle.
Oh.
Had absolutely no right. Great defensive effort. And eventually he's dragged out. The referee is saying... Is he saying offside, forward pass, loose carry? I don't know what he's saying, but it's gone over the line. It's coming back to the Dragons. So here's a strip. So he stripped it. He's done well. Actually, he might have hit the deck there. So I think it's hit the deck in that strip there. The referee was in really good position, which is why it's come back. Oh, no. Oh, well, Paul DeVere, he's best in the business at the top end. He knows what he's doing. He's in the right position. Dragons with a lucky break.
Very lucky break. Now, they've got one less man on the pitch. From here, what do? Do you try? You've got to score.
Well,
so you
just
can't be,
throw
you
it
can't
all
be
to the wind. Throw it all. Throw it all.
To start back a couple metres, get a pace up, and go attacking kicks like this. He's going to get it down as well. What a run. He's got a man to his right. The pass is okay. Almost past him. If that was just a bit lower there, it would have been out. It was Manu with the pass. He did well with the kicking to chase it down. But they're on here. He's going to keep going. Good run.
Oh, through half a gap.
Almost through. Byers got excited for him. Manu follows up, spins it out. Shirley. And again, they're going to come towards the broadcast wing. Numbers to his left and right. Oh, just saw his opponent there in Wilson Perkins and just threw him to the ground. I like to see it. They're spinning it into the middle. Good position here. This is one of the few times that Dragons have attacked this half. He's held up.
10 and change to play.
Shirley in. Kick, little kick, got to chase it. Well done, though. Oh!
I'll tell you what, I don't know whether his run was blocked there. He didn't really remonstrate.
Good tackle, though, coming in. Pressure was put on Antonio James. Here's the captain, brought to ground eventually. He's been good today.
Was his run stifled? No, he didn't. He didn't complain, so I thought it might have been, but...
Love his left foot as well.
Licky. Hasn't probably had the impact that he would have liked in this game. His brother, he's 100. He's got himself a pie. Shows, goes. Gets half a gap. Still going. Still going. Still going. Pass halfway now. Not held. Referee hasn't caught it. No, he has. He's like, oh, sir, seriously. Wilson Perkins.
Yeah.
All the way back here. Allows the Dragons to get onside.
Wilson Perkins, otherwise goes two dads.
Inside, outside. And we've treading water a bit now in this game as we tick into the final 10.
What's Shirley? I think he's got a knot. He's hobbling.
It's an up and under kick. Oh, he's knocked that on.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless it somehow hit below his knees.
No. I think he's dribbled it like a basketball. So this game's kind of petering out. It'll be turned over at the 10.
And you said it before, this is a double header, so stick around wherever you're watching.
Yep.
But it looks like we've got just under 10 minutes to play, and the next game is going to start at 8 o'clock on the dot, which means there's a smooth transition. You will not...
And change. We've got a couple of minutes to do our pre-game. Around the grounds, thanks to McDonald's, 82 points.
You won't miss a beat.
No, you won't miss nothing. You don't want any downtime.
No, of course not.
82 points to the Freo Roosters over the Kalamunda Bulldogs in the first game of the Westpac Women's Premiership, round 8. Of course, the Rabbitohs and the Bears coming up next. That should be an absolute cracker. Don't go anywhere. You see two of the best, in fact, I reckon the best teams in the Women's Premiership. I reckon they're going to play off in the grand final this year.
There you go. That's
the young Bears, full of energy, full of sprite. Coming up against the old heads, the Rabbitohs, who have got a point to prove. Half a gap. Offload. Need some run.
No.
That was a horrible pass.
No, he didn't look up. If he looked
he's like thrown it in front of him. I don't know what he's doing there. Every time they get an advantage, they're just literally throwing it away.
If he had looked, he would have seen Williams there, but he tried to go back. He may have heard the voice.
Possibly.
He want to pass it to the voice.
He's complained. I don't know what he's complained about.
Hey, but they're up and about, the Dragons. They're trying their best to score something, and even with a man down, they're valiant, trying their best. But you reckon those two teams, the Bunnies and the...
I do. Look, Freo, I think at the moment, of course, the defending premier is Joondalup up. They are nowhere near what they were last year. There's been a few roster changes. The Rabbitohs are clearly on a mission to try and repent. Is that out? No, it's not. Oh, he stripped him. He stripped him. He will score. He will score. Everyone kind of stopped. Everyone stopped. But Aaron Kernoff did not. He went, hey, I'm a bit hungry. I want a pie.
And look at that. He's got such strong legs. When you see him driving forth here.
So everyone thought it went out here, except for Aaron Kernoff.
Weird. Oh,
so he's actually dropped the pill there, so it was a loose carry. And when he got it, again, I think everyone stopped and thought he's either gone out or they've got to call a knock on. In the end, you got to play the whistle, don't you? He's just passed it off. Here you go, chaps. Have a touch.
And he's been very good today, the captain. Aaron Kernoff, that's his first try. He was prolific last week. They all were last week in their 80-0 thrashing. And they're going to have another win tonight. This should be easy for Caleb Nicky. Almost straight in front. He's got that powerful left shoe as well, Aaron Kernoff. Takes a lot of those kicks.
So Cam on the live chat, he couldn't put it any better. So the brothers have starved the Dragons of field position. They absolutely have. I've mentioned it a few times. The ball has been predominantly played deep inside their own territory, both in the first and second halves. And eventually, if the ball's in your end, when you do make a mistake, your opposition's going to punish you. Some blindingly obvious fixer-upper jobs they need to make. The Dragons have scored, at least in my book, probably 8 to 12 points where they were just off. Some just bad defensive placements. But the brothers have kept the ball deep inside the Dragons' end for the majority of the night. And even when the Dragons do get the ball in brothers' territory, they seem to do some really strange things with it.
The second half has been a masterclass from the brothers. They've just been so strong. And Dragons haven't had any answers.
No, it doesn't help when you've got one player down as well.
This is true.
So, Caleb Nicky, who's been a bit different between the posts tonight, slots that one, as he should, and that brings it up to the 30 mark. So 30 plays 6 on the Chemist Warehouse scoreboard. We're ticking in the last 4 minutes.
So Caleb Nicky, 3 from 6 tonight, 50%.
Well, those last 3 were... You wouldn't want to miss those. Run in front.
Still a pass mark. You take that.
Yeah.
If you go into a game and you got offered 50%.
Yeah. Well, you'd take it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Well, if it's a math test, yes. I don't know.
What is that, a C grade?
Yeah.
The curve. Just seeing that Kernoff try again on the replay. Just quick thinking. That's just the experience there. You to play to the whistle. The whistle didn't come. Thought, well, there's the peel. Oh, the short kick off. Did it go 10? It did. Chase wasn't there. Was the comms right? I'm not sure they were, because the chase was left lacking. They tried something. I don't mind that, but they just got to execute it properly. You thought about the offload. Drag down from the back. There's a bit of afters there. Nothing in that. Well, he wants to have a go. That will be a penalty. Oh, and I tell you what, he's reeled him in. He's grabbed him. He's baited the hook. There's Wilson Perkins. He's baited the hook. And he's taken a big, huge bite. And I think that's what he's done. He's just pointed to his head. He's like, aha, I'm in your head, mate. Mm-hmm. And that's not a good place to be.
No, it isn't. They should have their player coming back any moment
Very
now.
shortly, I would
Very
think,
shortly.
yeah. Oh, straight out of the key. Was looking for a big hit there. Didn't get it in the end. Can the brothers put more pain on as the Dragons play out these last few minutes? Push back past.
Oh, I tell you what, bit of feeling now.
Oh, there's a bit going on now. And that man again, Wilson Perkins, he wants to have a bit of a chat. He's going to share recipes for beef Wellington.
Jamie Oliver fan, obviously. Brendan Motloff's in there as well for the Dragons. He's the captain, and he's the one that's getting really fired up, flying the flag for his side, and it's that man too, Dads, Wilson Perkins. He's twice wanted to get very busy.
We just need to get a message down to the officials. He's going to have a chat now to the skipper, because it was the brothers that went on with that. But did he get a message down to the officials that we do have a tight timeline here? We got to go straight into the Westpac Women's Premiership. Looking forward to that one. So, referee just having a quick chat. He's going to have a chat to the skipper for the Dragons. Paul DeVere. I do enjoy his work, Shawnee. I do enjoy his work. I love a good referee.
And they've won it back.
And we're back on. So, the afters coming from the brothers.
Oh, the ref knows. He's like,
Manu put that out. Or will he? No, he won't. He can't find touch. Oh, my goodness.
Colour matching, because they're looking a bit...
Well, then. Oh, get some of that!
And he's straight back up.
Like,
Get some of that!
Holy moly.
Jeepers.
Sure.
They're playing with him now. They're playing with him down that far edge. On live now, we'll call it. He goes for the kick. It will be hitting the touchline. So... that was some afters, and even though that kick didn't come off, it will be in a good position as we tick into the final 90 seconds of this one.
That hit before, can we take a moment for that hit before? I think I felt it.
He's like, here's some grass, check it out.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, got half a gap there, still going, pushes, brushes, pushes, wrestles through that, and eventually almost at the 30, goes quickly from the dummy half. He just dummied to his left, and the skipper Kernoff said, "Get some of that."
He wasn't having any of it.
He was offside though.
Okay, right. It was a strong play though, well read. Read him like a book.
He did. He just went a little bit too early. That time he does find touch.
And I've never seen a more entertaining final minutes in a one-sided game.
I tell you
hits
what,
are coming thick and fast in the last couple of minutes.
Oh, don't you love rugby league?
Oh,
the top end. That's as would Donnie Bell say. He would say that. Oh, another one. It's another offside. So
Kernoff getting it right off the line, isn't he?
He's still going.
Too early.
He wants a quick play. He wants a quick tap. The referee's not going to allow him. The brother's in no hurry to get back on side. He's got to go for touch. The last 30 seconds. Can they add some points before the final whistle? You never know. Percentage might be important as we head towards the back end. We've got the last 20 minutes. Hopefully our clock should be correct. To tap and go. And the close edge in the corner. They've got 4 more up their sleeves. Goes inside now from a standing start.
Loco forced back.
He's been driven backwards. Ooh. They're losing ground. On the second. Slow from the play the ball. Off a standing start again. The runner and the dummy runner. He was standing there. wasn't selling anything. Just shy of... What are we going to have here? We've got another one. He wants to take, wants to go quickly. Murray's over. Scores!
How good was that? He wanted to take it quickly. He saw something that he liked in a gap. He's a big boy.
He's a big unit.
It's going to take a couple at least to take him down. And he's done well.
Just stuck the head, burrowed in.
Some people go left, some people go right, some people go over.
And so you just see there, Coombs just taking too long to get back. But when you're up 30 to whatever it was, then, you know, you could be forgiven for that. So, don't have a name for the 22, unfortunately.
No,
so is that the final whistle?
I think it might be a consolation try for the Dragons, who finished the game well. In fact, that last few minutes had everything in it. Big hits, turnovers.
No, that was great. That was the last great 5 minutes. And great respect between these two teams. The rugby league community in the top end, it's fantastic. All coming together for their mutual love of the game. And final chapter to be written in this one will be the conversion. As we see in WA, the girls are running out, so we've got a real quick changeover. We'll switch really quickly to that one as he kicks it, scores it, and that's the end of the game. So at the end, in the DABSCO Premiership Round 10, it's the brothers claiming this one 30-12, and we will cross down. It is down, isn't it? I think
down,
it's up.
Down,
it's down,
up,
down, up, down, up.
You go down
we'll
first,
cross
you grab a map and you go
over
up.
to Western Australia. It's the Westpac Women's Premiership. Thanks for joining us in the Northern Territory. As the girls, in what should be an absolute cracker of a match,
Now here's your side here, the Bunnies. An awesome side. Had an excellent year so far. Coming out and limbering up.
So I think it is the Bears are the only ones to have beaten the Bunnies this year. I could be wrong.
And the Bunnies at home going to be difficult to stop.
Let's reset the scoreboard.
As play will start shortly. So compared to 26 and beautiful up in the top end, right now in Ellenbrook it's 9 degrees.
Oh, that's pretty cold.
And our cameras can see just a little bit of dew, a little bit of moisture on the turf. Should make some good footy as the kick comes in.
We're underway.
Lets it bounce. Hit up will come. Good hit up. Very good hit up to start. Sounds like a big crowd up there. Two very proud clubs. Passionate supporters as well. We want to complete this set. Just ducks inside. Tackle started high but went down. Now, two of them all over it with a bit of interest as well. Pass comes in. Numbers out on the wing. Just didn't quite get the distance required away from the player. She was gobbled up by the defence. This comes in. Strong tackle. Forcing her back. Still going back. And held up. And now the kick will come. It's a good one. Fullback. Picks it up. Goose step. Don't argue. No good. Well done by the Bears. Met her early.
Looking forward to this one, Shawnee, I tell you.
Forced her back.
It is a big crowd, isn't it? Don't know, it's just freezing up there. It's a different part of the planet, really.
Yes.
Shows it. Driven backwards by this young Bears outfit.
And that's the second time already. They're really forcing them back. Some strong players up there applying pressure. It's brought to ground now. still going forward. This is an intense game, Dave, already. Sees a gap, ducks inside, finally brought to ground.
Is that our friend? It is too. Macy Simpkins there in the 9.
The kick will come. It's a high,
It's a high one. Carly Thompson again with the boot. Goes, bounces backwards. Collected, and that'll be turned over.
Good tackle.
So whenever Carly Thompson gets the ball, I tell you what, you never know. You hold your breath because you don't know where it's going to go. She's exceptionally good. It was a major reason why the West Australians won the CAST Championship this year. First opportunity for the Bears with ball in hand now. Goes, loses it on the runner, went backwards. The referee says play on. Crunched. Don't expect these Bears to get anything. I can tell you, there's a bit of afters there.
Don't mind that.
Thought about going. Ball comes out, was loose. The Bunnies, they'll want to really give one back to the Bears who beat them last time they met. Here comes another run straight into a brick wall. There's a big crowd up there tonight, all hoping to see the Rabbits return the favour. That's a good kick.
Great
Where's
kick.
the chase? Breaks through that one.
Yep. Breaks through. Got the pass out just before she was taking the ground. Goes inside. But the Bears are all over them at the moment. They're moving up quickly. And there's not many places to get through.
Two sides that have come to play.
Comes through. First pass is good. Put the pace up. But again, they're getting up there in numbers. 2 and 3 and putting the pressure on. And the crowd is loud. They're really into this. This should be a good hit up. Oh, she goes straight through. Flies through like a knife through butter. And she's just got the line to get to now. Pressure comes in. Says, don't you worry about it.
Frida Assam!
The first try of the game. And it's to the Rabbitohs. What a try.
Somebody tell us. Send us a message. When was the last time Frida Assam scored a try? She'd be loving this.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sam, well. There's all she could say.
Just carved it up.
Well, they've been so good, the Bears, before. They had numbers, they'd bodied up.
Well, mate, if you're going to say who's going to score the first one for the Rabbits, Frida Assam would not have been on top of the list.
How many she scored this year? Not many.
That's a good question. Whoever's watching in WA, let us know. I don't think she scored any this year. In fact, she's just having a chat. Where is Nate? I'm just having a look at the team sheet. Yeah, Sierra Assam is playing, so the two Assams, mother and daughter, are playing.
I'm going to check it here. I don't believe she scored it all this year.
I'm trying to think when we've seen a lot of the Westpac Women's Premiership and a lot of the Ellenbrook Rabbitohs of the past few years. I can't remember her scoring. I'm trying to think.
Well, according to the app, she has not scored this year. So that is her first. The first try
and it was just like, it was like, you know, it was just business. It was all business.
Easy as you like.
Easy as you like. It's like, yeah, of course I was going to score that. Thompson splits the middle. We'll see it again. Here's the run. And just crashes through that one. I think like they were just scared to tackle her.
I reckon they stepped away.
They were like, oh my God.
I reckon they were very...
And she was looking for an offload there, but then she's realised, oh, actually, hold on, I could just go myself.
I'm going to score the first try of the game here, my first for the year.
I would like to know what the odds were. He would have been paying that. First try scorer, Frida Assam. So the Ellenbrook Rabbitohs gets her first pie of the 2025 campaign. Kick comes off the side of the boot. And there's that Assam again.
You can't keep her out of it this stage.
She's always lively. Driven backwards. Good response from the Bears.
Ball comes in. Nice hit up. The Bears were up to it that time. And the intensity of this game is something to behold. That was a good pass. The look away one, but she was brought down. Ball spun inside the centre. Spun again. Ducked inside. That was good. Bears up to it though. Numbers to the far wing. They're all queuing up here. Kick is going to challenge the fullback, and she drops it. And the Bunnies...
You cannot give them opportunities inside your own zone.
Because sides all around there.
As you've seen in the DABSCO Premiership at the top end, just like the brothers do, the Bunnies will punish you.
As we're back into it, real time, brought to the ground, but they're only a few metres out from their try line. Comes in again.
The top end, Shawnee. We see the 100 gamer being carried off. Jonas Nicky in his 100 game got himself a pie. He's been carried off the ground by his teammates.
We like to see it. As back here, gives the fuel to go and play a replay. Pass was good. Hands were not. Trying to grab it on the second bite, but nothing doing.
Tell me I couldn't find the head on that one.
So we're at Charlotte's Vineyard Pavilion in Ellenbrook. Although I don't think
Charlotte's Vineyard. It's a strange name.
Yeah,
they do think strange up there.
How many wines had tonight, do you reckon? I'm not sure if they...
I don't know. If you go up in that area, there is a lot of...
Sure. Swan Valley.
Yes. A lot of vines.
Yes.
Not necessarily grapes.
I don't think you'd see any at Charlotte's Vineyard tonight, though, number Pavilion.
No.
I'm not sure.
Probably a lot of
matters.
beers and postmans, I reckon.
Well, I reckon when I was at the Origin the other night, I've never seen so many Woodstocks in my life.
It's the
drink of the game.
It is.
And on that, I think up the stadium are saying it's the most food and drink that's been consumed at an event since the AFL Grand Final was played there between the Dogs and the team.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I must admit, I might have contributed a bit to that.
What about a third? You reckon?
Possibly. But see, we were lucky as we see the kick here. Good chase. We had good seats. We weren't in the wet. It was a very wet game. Dragged out from the back.
Great tackle. Great tackle. Thought she was past, but she was not.
It's not hard though, is it, in the Optus Stadium to partake in the hospitality? They've designed that very well. You get out of your seat, you walk through the aisle, you go, I can go there, I can go there, I can go there.
And if you watch the game from home, you may have seen some empty seats. That's because everyone was in the concourse.
That's
around the side.
Absolutely.
It was 3 or 4 backs, and they were loud and they were very excitable.
Yes, there were some gaps in the seats, but it was a sold out because there's plenty of room to watch it undercover, and that's where a lot of people did.
If you go back, almost through again. I tell you what, they're looking dangerous with their hit ups here. The Bunnies.
Spins it.
Pass goes through. Plenty of numbers to her right. She uses one of the... no, it goes through. Through the hands, over the sideline. And that was a failed attempt. The Bears will get it.
So I reckon there's... obviously we've got to wait till 2027, another 12 months before the Bears come in.
Yep.
But it's the year of the Bear, of course, the Willagee Bears. But it wouldn't surprise me. I haven't actually said this on air yet. I've been saying it in different circles. Look at that drive on first tackle.
Great drive.
Wouldn't surprise me if there'll be there's a bit of goings on there.
I think it's their tag.
No, it's just a bit of goings on. So that's a penalty. It wouldn't surprise me because they've released the not the membership drive, but the interest, show you interest,
sure.
Which of course I've signed up 14 times. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a few Bears games played at Optus Stadium in the first year. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if they end up selling a few too many memberships.
Okay.
Because HBF, is that called HBF?
Yeah, HBF.
Holds 20. Wouldn't surprise me if they sold more than 20.
Obviously much smaller than Optus. Not to be confused with the Bears Perth team or group. Have you heard about them?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you know about them, Dave? That's unusual.
I'm a worldly character, and I do pay attention to the news. Inside, outside pass now. That's all just happened to pick. Actually, your mob, that's gone. That's another penalty.
Done well. A couple penalties now.
Your mob, actually, 6PR did a a story on that. So I think they had the president of the Bears Perth, didn't they?
We may have, yes.
Yeah,
we did. We did. So if you want to know, it's a group. It's a group that is far from NRL. It's a gentleman's club for gentlemen who like gentlemen.
Yes,
can we put it like that? As we go back here, and the Bears finally having a set.
2 penalties in a row. It just lost that.
You go backwards though. No,
yeah, that's a loose carry. It's just holding the ball. It's just like waiting for something. Ruby Hodgson. Don't know what she was waiting for. It was definitely a loose carry. Dropped the pill. And after 2 penalties in a row from Ellenbrook, the Bears have given the ball back. And first scrum down for this evening. Liam Noonan as the referee. Quick off the line of the Bears. Inside, outside pass. Read well at the back. She tries to break through 1 or 2 tackles. That's Campbell, I think, for the Rabbits. Dishes off to the right. She thought about going to the left. Ducks inside. Still got the arm free. Takes the tackle. Well read. Wants a quick play the ball. No, who's that? 15. Really bad to read that. That was Leach. These black numbers on the jerseys. Not great.
No.
Here we go. In the middle of the park now. Inside, outside. That's another Arsab of the Frida variety. Oh, Sierra Arsab, sorry. That looked like it was forward. Referee says no. Don't want to go. Call for last, is it? Spins it. Thought about the kick.
Oh.
Takes the tackle. It's not last. Or it is, because the referee's moving back. I'm not sure she thought it was last, and it will be a turnover on tackles. You heard the call, the last. I heard the call from the sidelines.
That was bizarre. It's like she just said, oh, no.
She didn't. I think she heard it.
She's going to ignore you. Yeah, well, you'd hope so, that's for sure. Otherwise, she just ran straight into the opponent.
Good line speed there.
Yeah, very good line speed. Got up to her very quickly. Now, what can they do here, the Bunnies? Can they hem them in, put some pressure on? Line speed was good again. It's taking four players to bring her down. Working hard with Grace Liddy for the Bears. And she's off. Good pace. Saw a gap. Oh. So, offside. There you go. You heard it there. I love the run there from Ruby Hodgson, the hooker.
That's what happens when you play quick, Sean.
Yeah, she's got some toe, doesn't she?
And the referee, Liam Noonan, was immediately onto that. Puts pressure on the defensive line. Didn't get back quick enough. And now, Bears with the first real opportunity to score.
It's a stunning kick from Mazinaka.
Good job from our team up there. A very cold Ellenbrook. There's something about Ellenbrook, Sean. Okay,
yeah.
Whenever we go up there, always freezing.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's pouring with rain, but it's never warm. First hit up.
This is
Daniels.
She's taken down, is it? Or Daniels, apologies.
Unless my numbers are incorrect. Inside, outside. Redwell. Willagee can't get anywhere. They want to go quick inside the middle of the park.
Gap! Oh.
Daniels is at her second run in the set. And a bit more of afters. And I like this because these two teams, I wanted to have a go at each other, and Liam Noonan saying, none of that. I'm in charge. Daniels, her third run now, doesn't get anywhere. Hodgson at the back. Slow play the ball in the middle of the park, inside, outside. Read really well. Frost Kemlete. Spread it to that far edge. Treading water at the moment. Indifferent. In 2 minds. Wrapped up by Kaylee Thompson. And another one. I tell you what, the referee's going to blow time off here. He has to send someone to the bin. He's thinking about it. Kaylee Thompson is, in my view, Shawnee, after watching her and this competition and the Fuel to Go Premiership for almost 10 years. She is the best at walking the line. The best at it. I don't think I've ever seen her sent off, but I tell you what, she skirts that line. First tackle in the set. This is the second or third repeat set for the Bears. Inside Rabbitohs territory, driven backwards is Willagee. So got 3 in the bag. Thought about going, spins it around. What's the referee saying now? Offside?
Oh no, it's turnover.
Oh, so obstruction.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting what you say about these players that know how to toe the line. It's amazing how these very skillful athletes can be quite clumsy in a way. You know?
Well, she just knows how to just skirt the line.
Yep. It's an art in itself.
She is, and I know this, having never played against her, but having spoken to everyone that ever has, extremely frustrating player to play against, because she just knows what to do, how to do it, and she'll push and push and push the line, but she'll never go over.
Such
of course, she's a former member of the NRL community as well. Used to be a development officer at League HQ. But back to play action.
And she's almost through. In fact, she still got it, thought about the pass, but just decided against it. Coming in here, Leach, the kick will come. It's a high one. And easily gobbled up. And she's just gone one way, then the next. Now she'll be taken to ground. Met immediately by the Bunnies, who got up there quickly. Now that pass comes to a running player, Hodgson, with a bit of toe. Stopped in her tracks this time, though. Again, Bunnies tackling in good numbers, tackling with a bit of ferocity as well. Taking to ground here. There's that player Dave was talking about before, Thompson, forcing her down. Play continues. He's running straight into a brick wall was Hodgson. Had a couple runs this set. Should be getting sore.
I'm going to go. Take it off.
Pass 2. It's only a lunging tackle.
We've got an injury too. Oh no, who's that?
Player down.
Is that Mills?
Play
looks like an ankle.
In the meantime, goes through it. Clean ripped her, almost a nutmeg.
Chase? Where's the chase? Not there. Well, no, she's going to kick return this well. She's going to probably bit off more than she needed, or more than she was entitled to.
I think she overthought it there. Went one way, then the next, then one way, then the next again. And that's
go.
Well done. Sees the gap, takes it, goes down the ring,
cuts
cuts inside.
Turn.
Very good. Don't argue. Very good. They grabbed her by the jumper. Now she goes down. Excellent run though.
Grace. It was too. Sorry, Gillard. Zoe Gillard with that fantastic run. Taken down by the leg. Acker. Sorry, I'm calling the wrong names.
This is Robinson here. This is Robinson.
Robinson. I know that because I know what Emerson Robinson looks like.
It's for you, Mrs. Robinson, they say. It's another gap forms, and she almost goes through there. And she's taken down. They've got a good spot. Middle of the field. Shows it.
She's lost her footing there, did Thompson.
Now come back.
Awesome. She wants a double. Not going to get it. And that'll be a changeover on tackles. She thought she was in for a double. I'll tell you what, that would have been a turn up.
What would have been the odds of that happening before they came? An arse-arm double.
Dragged down at the back. Tell you what, this is fast frenetic footy. Straight from dummy half. Fans half a gap. I tell you what, just a millisecond when you're off your mark, and they go straight from dummy half again. Both teams pinching territory they're not entitled to. Robinson again on the end of that one. Robinson again can't ping that tackle and gets through that as Acker. Slow play the ball now. We've got to play it down. Hit head. There's concern from Ruby Hodgson, but the play goes on. Almost at halfway. Got to be careful there. Look like a attempted strip, but there was 3 in the tackle. Here we go. Here comes the... No, spins it out. Here comes the kick now. Just holds it up. I'm not sure about that. Not sure what's going on there. She had half a week.
Looked like she
to
didn't want to
decide what to do with that. They went through 2 sets of hands in the end.
Yeah.
It's not too bad because it's going to be a turnover just shy of the 30. But we did have a concern about a head injury. Obviously, it's not that much of a concern because the play is going on. Tell you what, that Assam tackle, something from nothing. It's currently the difference between these two sides.
I was going to say, it's been an arm wrestle otherwise, both teams forward and back, and it was that one run where no one could get a hand on her, basically. And the Bunnies have it again. A good run there.
Big crowd in.
Great crowd here. Charlotte's Vineyard. And Force back there. Bears doing well. Under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Assam here again. There was two tricks now.
That's how to tackle.
You've got to get somebody between her and the try line.
Or show and go.
Well done, Thompson. Still going. Wanted an offload. But
on the last.
And you heard it there. Kick should come. Hasn't come yet. Finally
was that played
does.
at? No.
Ricochet off backers. Here's Hodgson. Watch the toe. Watch the toe. Finally tackled and tackled viciously as well.
Good kick return though.
And how are the players?
Thompson on the end of that as well.
And how are the players pounding? You can see how cold it is.
It's freezing. We've just gone from 26 degrees in the top end to minus whatever it is in Ellenbrook.
Polar
and it's probably as north as you can get.
Oh yes.
As we say here, sitting in the comfortable surrounds of the studio.
It's as close as the Northern Territories can get in Perth, basically. And it's only 8 degrees. It's an 18-degree difference as the ball goes. They haven't got it far. They're still deep in their defensive half, the Bears. Good run here. Lunging, brings her down.
On 5th. Here comes the kick, hopefully better than the last one. That is better.
Much better.
She's got to track back, juggled that. Did Ruhanaki. She wants to return this. She's lost her feet, and I'll tell you what, that was the only thing that was going to stop her.
Yep.
Because she loves the kick return. Goes perpendicular here, straight from dummy half. Didn't quite get the advantage she thought. In the end, not bad yardage. Wants a quick play of the ball. Better after. Straight from dummy half again. Finding half a gap. Both these teams want to go at a frenetic pace. She wants another quick play of the ball. Thompson now drops the pill. Assam needed to jump on that. That wasn't Assam, sorry. She's absolutely dirty on herself. Talmea, sorry, I think it was.
It was.
Talmea. She was dirty on herself, and that'll be a scrum down.
And she threw the ball down.
Disgust,
Dave.
I tell you what, just how frenetic is this game right now?
It's been furious. It's been up and back, and some of these runs they've been probing. The defences have stood up well, considering.
If you're off by half a millisecond, you got to get.
You're going to get Assam.
Yeah, you got to get found out. You got to get Assam. Did she make a mess of that? No, referee was right there. Shows it to her left. Had the arm free in the end. Took too long. Tackle comes. Suleimani breaks through the first one. Does Young. Brianna Young taken down. Still going. Referee has it caught. Held. Finally taken down by the ankles. Have to come in for some afters here. She wants to have a go. Just saying hello to Macy Simpkins, our friend. Again, they want to go quick. Grace Lithy. Her first carry in the set. Straight from dummy half again. They want to go quick. Both teams with a frenetic pace. Thought about offload. The tackle comes. Closes that down. This is the first real opportunity they've had for a while. The Bears.
Acker brought down there.
4th.
Yes.
Now we're slowing it down. They want to go that far edge. Show and go. Half a gap. Offloads. And that is knocked on, I believe. I think that's knocked on.
Looks
and
like it.
Offside. No, offside.
So what an opportunity that the Bears have here.
Is it offside?
Oh, no.
No.
It's going the other way. Was it a forward pass?
It might have been a forward pass. I think she's passed it off the deck and gone forward. Okay. So Thompson relieving penalty kick. Will find touch.
I was just going to say, an excellent opportunity for the Bears to defend now off this play, with the Bunnies advancing it.
Well, they've gone. We ticking in the last 3 minutes and change. And the reality is that it was just that run that's been really the only opportunity for both teams to score.
Yeah, what a game of footy we're watching here.
That's the tackle game.
In Ellenbrook. It's been absolutely furious, frenetic, all the adjectives you want to use. It's been terrific stuff as the Bunnies. So they've been one arse-arm masterclass run where no one could touch her. She charged basically through the centre of the field.
What's Mr. Noonan got to say about this?
To wait to see. It's going to be Bunny's ball. Bunny's or
not sure of the trainer, I think. He's wanted the trainer to get off. Arse-arm, bang!
Still going. Forced back eventually. Oh no.
Still going.
Still going.
Some of the Sierra category.
Saw her mum do it before and she wanted a bite as well. As brought to ground eventually.
Again, they're quick, aren't they?
Spins it. Got good position here. Still going. Lunging tackle. Finally brought to ground. Had numbers to her left, but she kept running. They're going to bring it back inside. There's Thompson. Kick comes. Goes towards the goals.
Was that an attempt at a field goal?
I
don't think it was. I'll tell you what, way too much pepper on it.
Yeah, I think it may have come off the instep almost. Not good purchase.
Last 2 minutes of this one. Tell you what, wouldn't it be good if the Bunnies could, not the Bunnies, the Bears could score on this set. They've got to go all the way up the end of the ground though. First carry there from Grace Liddy. Shows to her left. Oh, it's willing in the trenches, I tell you. Neither side willing to give any advantage at the moment. On third. This is a game of defence at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's going to break first?
Both teams have been defensively very good, but the defence has been even better. And you can hear in the microphone, that's Dave whacking his head in frustration.
I literally just said it, didn't I? We've got time to pack. Yeah, we've got a minute and change, so they should get half a set out of here if we pack this quick enough.
So latter stages, first half, Assam has scored the one and only try of the game. And now the Bunnies have it. What can they do from here? If they can complete it, it'll be the last set.
Still going.
Imagine, oh no.
Obstruction.
You don't need that, Dave. And the Bears will get it. Acker will take the kick.
So we should have some time for a couple of tackles. 20 seconds plus change.
So the Bears with the final set, well, you'd imagine, of the half.
10 seconds, they'll get another tackle or two out of this one.
Brought to ground.
There's the whistle, the buzzer, and that'll be half time. And at half time, it is just that run from Frida Assam from absolutely nothing. Look that up in your playbook. Frida Assam, that athlete there on your TV screen, the number 20, she scored the first pie. And at the break, the teams will head into the sheds with the home side, the Rabbitohs, leading 6-0 on the Westpac women's scoreboard. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to have a breath, Shawnee.
Oh, thank goodness gracious.
We're going to have a breath, and we'll be back for the second half. Do not go anywhere. And we are back. Westpac Women's Premiership Round 8. Shawnee, we were just talking off air that this is a pretty cracker of a game.
It's one of the great games. Friday night footy at its best. The score 6-2 zip. The home side have scored the one and only a try as we go to real time, and Thompson takes it and gets past one very quickly. The Bears
just picked up
where
it was left
this
off.
stage.
Did they have a breath?
It's been such a frenetic game. Assam comes in. As we know, the Bunnies have got two Assams, mother and daughter duo. Of course, it's Frida Assam and the number 20 who scored the first and only try of this match, and Sarah Assam. So that's the number 20 and the number 10, which kind of suits. It kind of makes sense. Yeah. The ball comes in. Good tackle by the Bears. I mean, the Bunnies have advanced the ball a long way. Very good territory for them. Pass comes. Bit of space here. Bit of time here.
Well
tackle
read.
Well done. Should be brought down eventually.
Is that Acker? Really well read. I think that's a last now.
Now, kick should come. Kick goes high from Thompson. Oh, no.
Zoe Gillard's had an indifferent.
And you can feel it, don't you?
And I tell you what, I told you it comes off the boat. Was it Thompson that kicked that? It was a great kick.
Great kick.
Really testing, really in the right place. You've got your kick chasers coming down. The ball is up. You've got to take it, looking into the sky. Everything. It's cold. Your hands are freezing.
8 degrees.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to do it.
Is it the most deflating feeling?
It's horrible.
Your fullback drops the mark or drops the catch, and here we go. It opens up. Oh, great tackle. In fact, she wasn't put down. No, the umpire calls it back. Rep calls it back. She had her winger on, though. Could have spun it wide and said, here's our son. Sarah, can she do what her mother did in the first half? She's looking good. Held up. Can't quite fall over the line. Good defending from the Bears. As they go back, here's Thompson, goes back towards the outside wing. Good pass, has one to her left, overlap, try! And the Bunnies open up the second half with a score.
Is that Thompson? No. Who scored that one?
There.
There you go. Emerson Robinson.
Emerson Robinson. It's for you, Mrs. Robinson, who extends that lead for the Bunnies. They've started bright in the second half as we watch the fielder go and play a replay. Excellent start. Bunnies up. And they say, Bears, over to you. And the pace of this game, it was fast in the first half and furious. A lot of great defending done, and the Bears immediately under pressure. It looks like the Bunnies from Ellenbrook just lift this game up a notch. Kick will come from Thompson. It would be a tough one. It'll take everything she's got.
Back her in, though.
For her chances from here.
Again, massive reason that Western Australia claimed the CAS Championship. And she's made a good effort on that, and she slotted it. The super boot, Kaylee Thompson.
Wow.
They've got to name the points award. When she eventually retires, I'll have to name it the Kaylee Thompson, I don't know, medal for the person that scores the most points.
Yeah. And that was an excellent finish. That was clinical. She took her time. I've lost my pen here.
And your marbles.
It's the least of my troubles. I'll just have to remember it. And the Bears, they're going to have to pull something out. They were so good in that first half. Kick is low. Well, there it was Thompson again. Oh, look at this.
Look at this kick return. Bang! Get some of that. Oh, a bit of afters as well. She doesn't like that. Thompson checks. She asks the referee, sir. So on second tackle, well inside Bears territory now.
Oh, they've started well. Oh, no, that was a huge
she's muffed to play the ball. This is what happens when you go fast. You risk that sort of thing. Thompson's just shaking their head. It's like Mr. Noonan. So it will be a Bears feed. Currently leading 12-0 on the Westpac scoreboard. And they're out. Oh, look at this line speed. Bang! Oh. Get some of that driven backwards. Get up close and personal with some grass. Oh, the line speed defensively from the Rabbitohs right now is exceptional. They are giving them nothing. They have a point to prove. They got beaten at Bear Park a few weeks ago. They don't want to turn the favour. You don't come to the home of the Rabbitohs, Shawnee, and show up the home side. I tell you what, they got a point to prove.
To Charlotte's Vineyard.
No, you definitely don't.
And call the shots. You absolutely don't. There we go. Good hit up there. Still going, actually. Oh, she's got through the first line.
Still going.
Had to take some scrambly defence to bring her down. Great run there.
On the last.
Comes through. Good position.
It's the last. They've got numbers on the right. Can they hold it up? There's the pass.
Oh, inside.
Inside.
Around.
She needs to get it down.
Twisted.
Spins. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I reckon she got that. I don't understand why that's not a try.
That must have been the final. I think didn't quite get there. I don't think.
I thought she got it down. Maybe she was short. I'm not sure. But it's a penalty now because it's offside, I think. I thought she got that on grass. Maybe she was short.
Maybe she was short. Had to have been, really, and that was the last play.
It's difficult to see on the line, so they are white. Lights are a lot better at Charlotte's Vineyard Sports Pavilion now. They used to be not great. Used to have to bring in portable lights, Sean. No. They were horrible.
Really?
Yes.
Just on the back of a ute.
Yeah, it was a couple of them, actually, were light towers, so we could get games up here.
Wow.
The council's gone in
what a run.
half a gap.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I felt that.
My gosh.
I felt that.
And to her credit, Grace Liddy.
Somebody stop me.
Grace Liddy just got up, run, and still go. We'll go back to that in a second.
Shay Campbell. Has she got any bones that aren't broken? Because that was just bone shattering.
So Shay Campbell went straight to Grace Liddy and said, take this.
Macy Simpkins with a run.
Definitely the biggest hit of the game. Bar none today.
Straight up both players too.
As they're right down, deep in their attacking half. Bunny's looking dangerous.
Slowing it down. Oh,
kick.
What was that? Was that a kick?
In. Try.
Oh, what's the referee going to say? The referee's going to come over and he's going to talk to his assistant and he's going to say a try.
How is that?
Something
quick
from nothing.
Yeah, just threw it on the boot.
Just a deft kick.
A little toe. And how good was the winger there? Coming in, obviously read it as well as anyone else.
Good comps.
It has to be. And what a try there. And extending that lead.
Here.
Straight away.
Bush. Through the legs, the nutmeg. The nutmeg. And it was that Simpkins? I think it was. Macy with a try assist. She'd like that one.
Probably the best try assist you'll see all weekend. That was excellent.
Through the legs.
Just did it to perfection.
Yeah.
To a T.
Deft kick. Wonderful. So, it looks like we've still got 12 minutes. No, more than that. 20 odd minutes. And this one looks like the Rabbitohs are going a fair way to returning the favour. The Bears. They still have plenty of time to respond though.
Well, it's the closest 16-0 game that I've ever experienced.
Yes.
Although I must say the bunnies have come out with a bee in their bonnet. They've been terrific.
And the thing when you come to Ellenbrook, having already defeated them at your home park in the previous fixture, you know, and look at that, Kelly Thompson. You know that they're going to come out and want to prove a point. See it here, Simpkins just doink.
How good.
Nice.
But the winger as well came in so quickly. And the Bears left napping on the final line. And now they're going to really have to lift their game. It's going to have to be attack from here. 20 minutes remaining, so plenty of time. 3 converted tries. But we didn't even need to commentate for Thompson to slot that in. It's like a done deal when she's got the kick. So Acker will take the kick. See what the Bears can do from here. It's a good one. Marcus good, hit up to come. Oh! Violent hit up. I think it was Assam. He's got the try. That was big. Pass comes. To the Bears' credit, they've jumped up. They've jumped back almost every time. No one showing any weakness. We've got numbers here. Ducks inside. One way then the next. Finally brought down. They're inside their attacking half. Finally a Bear looks ginger. Buddy's looking ominous. Here we go, Assam.
I tell you what, everyone's up and about at Charles Vineyard.
It's a loud crowd.
There's
Assam
a huge
still
crowd.
going.
Still going with a spot. Again, I reckon these are the two teams. They're going to challenge for the Premiership. Oh, look at that reach on her. Still going. Is that forward? Referee says no. Thompson with the kick. Is it going to land? Oh, the pressure. Nice. I tell you what.
How was the pluck?
The confidence just to stand there knowing there was 2 coming at you.
Yeah. Oh, that was good footy. That was a good run.
Still going. These two sides. We've got 19 minutes. Plenty of footy to play in this one. From the play the ball. From dummy half. Wants to go. Defensively, the Rabbitohs have been very good. The Bears keep asking the question. The Rabbitohs keep shutting them out. Slow play the ball now. They've got to run straight at the line. They want to test them out. Gets half a gap. Still going eventually. Knocked down. Dishes off. Here comes the kick from a standing start. Where's it going to land? Does well at the back. The fullback. She's got a fantastic return on her. She's given some space, but the Bears give her nothing.
They did well to get up there and to close down the space. Ruhanaki, class player. Offload good. They're all standing flat-footed at this stage. Can take the hit up. And what did the Bears do from here, Dave? They've been pretty good.
They've been good. I think that the Rabbitohs have been better. That helps. That helps. As you said, Sean, I think it's the closest 18-0 game that I've seen for a while. It's the offload, had the arms free. She's found half a gap. They're not back on side of the Bears. Going to get wrapped up. Third deep. Waiting for the numbers to come up and support. Ruhanaki again. Dishes it off. Oh, she was off. She took hold of that. She had to make a play on it. She had to, because if she hadn't, Toby would have gone over for their 4th. So, oh look, there's just a call to slow it down from Kaylee Thompson. The old veteran, she's got a bit of, she's puffed. She's like, calm down, girls.
Assam. She's going to be hard to stop from here. Gets her head of steam up. Finally,
driven back.
Slows down, driven back a little bit. Held up. Ball will come out. Oh, she's lost tackle. She lost
it. Go backwards. Oh, so good defensive act. Good defensively from the Bears.
Hold on for now. What's the call here?
It's a knocked on, so it will be a scrum now. We'll take it. Oh, we got the injury.
Down. Okay.
Who was that? I can't quite see that number. It's a hand issue, a hand injury. You know what I say to my charges when they got a sore hand or sore finger?
What do you say?
I say, how many fingers you got?
4. Is that right?
Well, you hurt one, you got 3 more, don't you?
That's true.
I said that once. Oh, that's Ruhanaki, is it?
Ruhanaki, yes.
I did actually say that, Shawnee, in a game.
Yep.
I had a player, I got my hand, I've hurt my finger. I said, oh, how many fingers you got? 10. I said, you got 9 more, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you right to go back out with those 9? Yeah, I am. Yep, coach, yep, I am. You know what happened the next day?
There was a broken finger.
Bet I felt good, didn't I?
Oh boy, oh boy. It's when they come off and it's purple and swollen. Yep. Things are very dangerous.
I tell you what, he was out for for a month too, I tell you.
Yeah.
Not that it was going to get better, but
probably had the best game of their life after that.
No, he was. He's hardball gets, mate.
That's character building.
In and under. All right, we've just got a bit of a delay as Ruhanaki makes her way off. Hopefully she's okay.
It's a shame because she's a very good player. Bit of dash
She's been
about
good
her.
She's been really well curtailed by the Bears, however, at fullback. They would have spoken about Hick from the play the ball. The quick hands.
Spins out.
They want to get up the ground quickly to the Bears. They still want to go. The quick play the ball. She's given nothing. Does Young. Plays it off now. Still going. This is just tough in the trenches. There's plenty of cheer from the sidelines because everything the Bears throw at them, the Rabbitohs have got the answer for. They're still going. There's a call for afters. Referee says no. From dummy half.
Good run.
Does
Good
Hodgson
pass.
go? Still going are the Bears. On fourth, I think this is. They want to go quick. Rabbitohs trying to hold it up. This is off inside. Here comes the kick. Oh, she did
no.
well. She's dropped it. She got there, but it was just a little bit too much for her. And this, Shawnee, is really good positioning for the Bears.
It was just awkward, wasn't it?
It was. We said on replay.
low.
Oh, it was tough.
She did well to get there. She made good ground, but it was a tough one.
It was
Maybe
tough.
you just let it bounce. But you don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know. It's the thing. You don't know.
You don't.
It's that wonderful shape of the ball, the game
Oval
we
shape,
play.
yeah.
You don't know where it's going to go. No idea. All these players playing with round balls.
No.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Why would you want to do that?
I wouldn't do it. Not
Here
on
we
a
go.
Friday night. Not at Charles Vineyard anyway. Has a good run there. Search for the gap. Hodgson, she's been a star. Pass, good. Good run. Still going. Good stuff. Hodgson organising, sorting out her troops. She's going to go to the far side. Hit up. Stopped in her tracks. They need something here, you feel.
Spread it wide.
They need something here.
Standing start. Spreads it wide now. Off the line. Ducks inside. Young. Well read. Well kept out. Losing a bit of ground. There's some afters.
Okay.
Tell you what. Another set of 6.
And look there, Zara Suamili clapping to her players saying, come on, we've got this.
We've got 12 minutes plus change. Still time. Door's still ajar. This is the best position the Bears have been in for a while. Oh, they just want to hit the line. I'm not sure that's going to do it. Defensively, the Rabbitohs have been good. They need to spread this ball, try and open up some gaps. Have they mumped that? No, they haven't. Tries to crash. Covered it well. That's on third.
Very difficult to see this try line, Dave.
I'll tell you what. You're doing well if you can see it. Ducks inside. Again, I don't think that's going to do it for them. That's on fourth. They are watertight at the moment. The Rabbitohs have got to spread this wide. Goes inside again. Well read.
It did bobble
last. Straight from dummy half. She's got a spin. She's well wrapped up, and that will be a turnover on tackles. A defensive masterclass from the Rabbitohs.
It was great stuff. Some really good runs. Tell you what, the Bears won't die wondering as Hodgson, who's having a really good few minutes, she comes up to make that tackle. Good line speed there. Ducks one way, then the next. Ball spilled out somewhere.
She bobbled that. What's the referee going to say? Was she held? No, he's going to say knock on. She's going to say it's a scrum down, and the Bears get another opportunity.
Another chance for the Bears.
Although the time keeps on ticking into the 11 minutes to remain in this one. Again, Sean, I'm just going back to your point. It's the closest 18-point game I've seen for a long time.
There's been so much intensity about it, and some of the offensive runs have been completely matched by some of the great tackles. As the ball is in the centre of the pitch.
Holds it. Good run.
They're scrambling over here though, Bunnies. I think the Bears got numbers to the right. And here we go. They go that way. They spin it wide.
They've got to score, surely. Oh, she's got inside. Probably needed some support from a runner. Still going. The referee said held. Now he says. Kanakosa.
Oh.
Bang! Get some of that. Parker's given absolutely zero.
And
in fact, negative zero.
And the crowd loved it.
Bit of a half bobble there. Samoa can't get through. This is another defensive masterclass from the Rabbitohs. They've got to spread this. They've got to open it up. They're not going to break this line. They're not going to break this line. I can tell them now. They're on the fourth now. They've got to spread this. They've got to open it up. Look for some opportunity. Create some space. Throws it over. They've got to score here, surely.
No.
They've got to score.
No.
She's down. She's down. No, she's short.
She's over.
No, it's a turnover on tackles. She was short.
She ducked inside. She had the line there, Dave. Needed to keep going down that line, but she ducked inside.
They've got close defensively. I tell you what, if you are the Rabbitohs coach, you'd replay this and say, girls, this is what I want you to do. This is what's going to win you a premiership. Straight from dummy half again. Is that Simpkins? She wants to have a run. That's the 4, sorry. That's not Simpkins. That's Toby.
Here we go.
Bang.
Shot low. Ball will be played. Bunny's doing well. Just to get some more territory here. They've been defending for a few ferocious minutes. It was excellent stuff though. The home side could be proud, and the crowd getting well and truly in this on a Friday night up in Ellenbrook. Kick goes in, fullback tacks it, going for a run now. Goes inside, goose step, still going. Bunny's coming to meet her now, but she did well. Bears need to set themselves up. Hodgson, first pass. Ducked inside again. They don't want to go anywhere near that wing. Fearing to go over. Acker. She's been one of their best players.
Offside.
And so the Bears will...
Liam Noonan's done a fantastic job in this game. I mean, it's just a frenetic pace.
Yeah.
To keep up with this, he's done very well.
He can move when he wants to as well.
Well, it's just, you know, when it's moving this quick.
Yes, you have to.
And there's been nothing that is questionable when it comes to calls.
Hodgson spinning around. I think they'll need something special from her. As the ball sees a gap, well met.
As an Assam, she throws it out with disgust.
As the ball, it's spilled.
I don't think that was meant for her, and she's not happy. She kicks it away.
Well, she was the player that just got more from Assam as the play continues to spill out the back there.
So I'm not sure. Yeah, the pass was asking a lot of her.
Needs to be almost perfect. It was just behind her. As we'll get a replay, I'm sure, in just a moment. But the Bears time the enemy now as well.
Yeah, the ball's been down this end a lot. Just defensively, the Rabbitohs just want to tight at the moment.
And the Bunnies can take their time here. And why wouldn't
no
they?
rush. Less than 7 to play now.
Goes back. Good run. Thompson, she's been brilliant. Wouldn't expect anything less. Goes inside.
Tell you what, with the frenetic pace of both sides, the ball handling today has been fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
If you've been with us since the start, here we go, half a gap. If you've been with us since the start of this broadcast, of course, we're up north, top end doing the DABSCO Premiership earlier. I'll tell you what, these female athletes here putting them to shame. How was that inside outside? Absolutely putting them into shame. I mean, their ball handling today has been absolutely fantastic.
Great tackles as well. Some awesome runs. He says Campbell to her right.
Oh, that's
about
an exceptional tackle.
Good tackle though.
Right around the legs.
There's really lifted here, and the Bunnies are holding on. Here's their chief playmaker, Thompson.
Another tester. It's going to bounce.
Oh, it's really tough. It does bounce. It does bounce. Oh, she's got it back!
And that's probably the best way to deal with that. If you make the wrong play with that, then it's knocked on, or the Rabbitohs collect it, get another 6 and go over again. But they are inside their own zone. Into the last 5 of this game. Can they score before the final whistle? Because even though they probably can't win this now, points are going to be important.
And just a bit of momentum as well. I mean, I know they've beat the Bunnies already this year, but Be good to try and take some points off them, or try off them maybe away from home. Here at Charlotte's Vineyard, as ball goes inside, they're still trying, which is great to see. Here's Hodgson. Spins the pass. Big hit again. Bounced right off her though. Kept going. She was in a headlock.
Points are important, Shawnee, because we've got, as we see here, good run.
Well done, Hodgson.
Half a gap.
Oh, well done.
The team that finishes top of the table in this competition goes straight through to the grand final. Currently, it is the Bears leading. That's too much on that one. It's got to go dead. Or is it? Or is it? Or is it? Yeah, eventually it will. So points are important. So just having a look at the ladder now. So this will mean that they are equal.
Wow.
But I'm not sure that it's going to knock Willagee off. I don't think it will, actually. I think so. They will level this. They will level on points.
Level this at this current score.
I think the Rabbitohs, well, because they've lost one. The only one they lost was against the Bears, and this will be their first loss of the season, Johnny.
Wow. You can see why they're a quality outfit, but the Bunnies today.
Yeah, I mean they came to prove a point today.
Well, this second half they really picked up a level. This is some serious footy that you're watching on a Friday night. Where would you rather be than?
I tell you what, it is
nice,
mate. You're billing of a 1v2. I tell you what, you couldn't ask for anything better. The Bunnies aren't done with though. They want some more points.
If they do get those points, they will jump up into first place on the table, or strong tackle there.
So I can tell you, this will actually level them on points.
Well, what happens then?
Right now there is an 18-point differential between the two sides, so I've got no idea.
I guess alphabetical order?
Alphabetical? Possibly.
From the last time they played, maybe.
Or count back, or...
Either way.
So there is 18 points, so if the Bears can score in the last 3 minutes, they will maintain top position. But there is an 18-point differential between these two sides. It will be the first loss for the Willagee Bears. First year back in the top flight. I'll tell you what, the Bears as a club have done a fantastic job with the men and the women. Both sides challenging and expecting to feature very deep into finals of both the men's and women's competition. Almost pinched!
Good
and
run.
she's off.
Great run.
She needs some support. Holds that up. Plenty of cheering from the bench there from the Rabbitohs.
Good run though. Good territory on that one. Really probing here.
I've got 2 and a bit minutes to score some points here to the Bears. I wonder if anyone's called out to them and told them they need to score. Dummy half wants to go, goes inside.
Here we go.
Perpendicular, find half a gap. She had a number on her right. To the left she heard the voice. Rabbitohs will want to get back. Onside. Almost lost the handle on it. She's trying to try and crash over. In the end, dragged down. I sat 5th and last. I'm not sure. I lost count already. 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes to play. Can they score? And that will be... What will that be? What is... It's going to say... There will be a changeover. It's going to say knock on.
They were working so hard there, the Bears, as well. Some good plays. But with constant pressure, sometimes comes mistakes.
Well, I'll tell you what. It is 18 points to 0.
Yes.
But each side's going to have 1 win and 1 loss against each other.
Yes.
And they're going to be well on points. You can't separate them, Shorty.
Can't separate them at all.
I said I reckon they're going to be the 2 that play off for the Premiership this year. They are clearly the standouts, the inside-outside pass there. The last 90 seconds remaining here. The Rabbitohs just need to hold on to the ball.
Final minute now.
And the Bears just need to have a good defensive set. And the second now.
And there's going to be some tired bodies tomorrow morning.
I'll tell you what. Start of the weekend.
Oh, goodness.
Assam can't get anywhere.
And she was absolutely stunning, Assam. She got the first try. She was the difference in the first half before A great second half beginning for the Bunnies. They came out and scored 2 very quickly.
Last 15 seconds. Dishes off. Well read and wrapped up. And as we tick into the final seconds.
Oh.
There's the siren. And it is the Rabbitohs returning the favour and defeating the previously undefeated Bears. And they've got one up on each other now. They've both taken the points at home. And I can confirm, I can confirm that it is definitely 18 points.
100%.
Although I'm just looking at... So I think it will be the Rabbitohs that take top spot because I think they're defensively they're better.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. No one's messaging me, but I think I don't know whether for or against is
has better because technically the Bears would have had more.
Well, they have, yeah.
Even though.
So I don't know what is the priority in that regard, but they are currently locked. That's 6 points and 1 loss. Sorry, 6 wins, 1 loss each from 8 games, and a differential of 172.
Yeah, how good?
How could you separate them?
And how good was that for a Friday night footy? A game that was played with serious pace, serious intensity, some of the best defensive efforts you'll see. But 3 tries to 0. It was the home side. The Ellenbrook Rabbitohs who came away with the chocolates. What a game.
What a game. And I don't often get things right. In fact, I very rarely get things right. But I did say this was going to be a cracker. And what an absolute cracker to start your weekend with. I tell you what, if you, at any level of league, if you see a game as good as that, and again, that was the closest 13-point game I reckon I've seen for a long time. If you see a game of rugby league that's better than that across any competition during the weekend, write in and tell us, because that was a cracker. The Westpac Women's Premiership, before we go around the grounds, thanks to McDonald's, early in the earlier game in the Westpac Women's Premiership, it was the Freo Roosters that towed up the Kalamunda Bulldogs 82-0. Of course, this one, 18 points the better over the Bears, were the Ellenbrook Rabbitohs. And up the top end in the DABSCO Premiership, it was the Darwin brothers, 30 points, defeating the Nightcliff Dragons 12. And that is good night from a very, very cold Charlotte's Vineyard in what has been a fantastic night of footy. Don't go anywhere tomorrow, because make sure you tune in to NRL Pathways, because we're bringing you another double. DABSCO Premiership, no, it's the Fuel to Go and Play Premiership, then the DABSCO Premiership, right here where you love it.
Go have a good sleep there, Dave. It's going to be a big Saturday. And have a good Friday night, everyone. Be safe. More footy to come. Good night.